Cheryl, you're the first one in today. Hello, hello. Ooh, I got my circle. Hi, everybody. Welcome in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hi, Hope Stream. Hey, Appeasy, you're first. You are. Welcome in, everybody. Glad to see you guys all here. Hello, hello. Thank you for coming in tapping. I really appreciate it. All right, we got 100, so let's get into the Diava SmackDown song. Here we go. She signs on every day at 4, waiting for MAGA to enter the door. With a this and a that and a sheepish grin. Look out, MAGA, she's about to begin. She's got moxie, it runs through her soul. She's the queen of SmackDown, yeah, it's her role. She invites the MAGA to challenge a fight. Careful where you tread, cause she's got bite. Come see Diana, a crusader of truth. Her sassy one-liners carry more than one tooth. She's bold and she's strong, she's a force to see. Diaba is the badass of SmackDown Queens. MAGA tries to argue, but they have no wit. Diaba hit him with facts when they start talking shit. Your logic's a mess, your facts are weak. Go step aside, boo, I've got truth to speak. She's got a heart of gold, but a force of steel. Don't ever talk over her, cause she'll make you squeal. From Twitter to TikTok, she's roaming the streets. Diaba's got game, and she's hard to beat. See Diaba, a crusader of truth. Her sassy one-liners carry more than one tooth. She's bold and she's strong, she's a force to see. Diaba is the badass of SmackDown Queens. She's got a megaphone and a platform to preach. Running a show in the TikTok streets. Equality for all and respect for her crew. Come meet Sir Val and Gemma Bejewel. With maggots in the corner, looking kind of small as they stumble over word and begin the free fall. Diaba delivers the end game stunner. She says, oh, look, we have a see Diaba, a crusader of truth. Her sassy one-liners carry more than one tooth. She's bold and she's strong, she's a force to see. Diaba is the badass of SmackDown Queens. So raise up our glasses and give her a follow. Come see her make all the MAGA twits wallow. With her wit and her wisdom, she's got game. Diaba's a legend, and we all know her name. Stop being so emotional. That is for you, MAGA, the most emotional people on this planet. Oh, my goodness. The MAGA men are very emotional. Please only hit that guest request if you voted for Donald Trump. I am just taking Trump voters right now. So if you voted for Donald Trump, hit that guest request. Thank you, Cherish, today. I see some people already crying, but nobody's requesting. Oh, I'm a grifter? How am I grifting? Please do explain. I literally just got up here. Like, just started. Hey, did you vote for Trump?
I did.
Okay. How old are you and what state did you vote in?
I'm 51. I'm in Utah.
Okay.
Yeah, so name one thing you like about Trump.
About Trump?
Yeah, name one thing that you like about Trump.
Absolutely nothing.
There's not one thing that you agree with Trump on.
Maybe from his first term, he did do he did sign into law an animal cruelty bill, but so did Adolf. So that doesn't really matter.
Yeah, I saw you yesterday on your live, celebrating.
Nope. I never celebrated. I would never.
I got screenshots.
Nope.
And I've seen you on here before
nope.
saying all they missed when Trump almost got assassinated.
No, I absolutely did not. I said it is very clear what I've said. I stand up for no violence. Democrats are no violence, no political violence, no violence. I said what happened yesterday should never have happened to anyone. So you're a fucking liar if you come up here and said I was celebrating, because I swear to God, every single person, look at the comments, they're all telling you you're lying because they were here yesterday. I did not say that. I've never, ever, ever celebrated anyone's unaliving. Period. We're against violence. And ever since this happened, every Democrat that in Congress, past presidents, and everyone on this app that I know personally have all condemned the violence. And everyone on the right is threatening war. They're like, we're coming after you, Dems. You guys open the can now. We're going to come get you and all this kind of stuff. Not us. We're not the ones promoting violence.
You condemn violence, right?
Yes.
You condemn violence?
Yes.
Then why don't you post a picture on your platform, because you are a content creator. You are an influencer. Why don't you post a picture of the guy they're looking for?
I do. I have it right here. I have it right here.
Your community to find this guy.
Sure.
That's
And
what I don't understand. I don't understand about content.
I have it right here. I have a whole bunch of backgrounds for today. I had a whole bunch of backgrounds to talk about.
I am so glad that you're doing that.
I have it right here. And can you answer? Hold on. Can you answer one question for me? Is this what is this guy a white guy?
Possibly, yeah.
Okay, then why have historically black colleges and universities have to shut down today because of bomb threats? The right is already showing that they're now targeting black people. And this person was not a person of color. So why are all these universities that are historically black colleges being threatened today, and the DNC? But
see, it's people like you.
No, I'm asking a serious question.
You spew hate.
That's not hate. I'm asking you a question.
It is hate.
I'm asking you.
And it's people like you that Donald Trump.
No, it's not people like me. No.
They're going to go after.
They're going to go after content creators. They're going to go after our First Amendment right. Donald Trump's going to come after me because of free speech. Is that what you're trying to say? You think Donald Trump should come after me? I literally didn't have any speech. I had no hate speech. I asked you why.
You don't know who's watching your live. You spew hate, and that's.
I do not spew hate.
You do.
I don't.
I watch your videos. I subscribe to your channel. I watch your videos.
I don't make videos. I do lives.
Well, you're live. I watch your lives, okay? I may watch in the background most of the time, but I do watch your lives. Okay?
Charlie Kirk spewed hate. Charlie Kirk spewed hate.
Instead of spewing hate,
I'm not. I do educate every single day. I educate all the time. I educate ignorant Trump voters who don't know how bills work. They don't know how anything works. And no, let me finish. Hey, if you watch me every day, you would know that I don't allow men to speak over me. So you should keep your mouth quiet when I'm talking. So there, I put a sock in your mouth for you. He spewed hate. Transphobic hate. LGBTQ hate. Racism. Misogyny. He hated anyone who wasn't white, straight Christian. Man. I don't spew hate. I want equality for everyone.
Do you call people dumb? Do you call people stupid like you do?
If they are dumb and if they are stupid, yes.
No.
That's not hate. That's an observation. That's not hate. That's an observation.
You use your platform to gain money and to spew hate.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
My followers, when I started doing my live, I lost my job. Okay? I lost my job. I still haven't been able to find a job. I was supposed to have a job interview today. They never called. Still haven't had a job. So my follower said, I told them I will be here every day if you guys support me. If not, that's cool. And every single day they have supported me and I show up every day. I've been here for 16 months straight and I've missed 2 days. Okay, I've been committed because this is my form. I was trying before the election to save democracy. We warned you what Donald Trump was going to do, and he's doing exactly what we said he was going to do. And then after the election, I said, I'm going to hold Trump voters accountable for what they voted for. And so that is what I'm here for. I've been here. I do this for free. If I don't get a single donation, I'm still here.
Okay, well,
So
I hope Trump does do what he said he was going to do yesterday and start going after content creators that spew hate. And I really do hope he does that.
so you want me to go to jail for my free speech? For my free speech.
On this platform that spews hate.
I'm not spewing hate. I don't spew racism. I don't spew misogynistic stuff. I don't spread hate, sir.
Well, I've seen it.
No.
So
Nope.
have a nice day.
Not me. Yeah, have the day you deserve. Fuck off. I've never spewed hate. Ever. I'm not transphobic. I'm not homophobic. I'm not racist. I'm not any of those things that spew actual hate like he did on a daily basis. You got the wrong person for that. And now they want us. Did you heard him? They want us to go to jail. I hope Trump comes after you. First Amendment guarantees you have free speech and the government cannot come after you for your free speech. Kenneth, hi, did you vote for Trump?
No, yeah, I did not vote for Trump.
Oh, okay. I'm just looking for Trump voters and Trump voters only. Thank you so much. I appreciate you being here. W's for being on the right side of history. Please do not request up if you are a friendly. I am only taking Trump voters at this time, other than my co-host here, Beth.
They're talking about violence, political violence. I want them to explain Fox News statements today.
Exactly. Pep, did you vote for? Oh, he's not in here yet. Oh, he's gone. The left spews hate every day. Donald Trump spewed hate last night. The one who's supposed to be like uniting everybody. He could have taken the opportunity to unite the country, and he blamed it on radical leftists, which this person hasn't even been caught. So it's ridiculous. Fox News, Jesse Waters. Yeah, let me put that up. I have that background too, I do believe. Jesse Waters said, oh yeah, of course I do have it. I pulled up lots of receipts today. Jesse Waters on Fox News. They are at war with us, whether we want to accept it or not. They are at war with us, and what are we going to do about it? He's trying to get and incite violence, which is called stochastic terrorism. Man, I hate that's such a hard word to say. Right here. Stochastic terrorism, right here, is the use of mass communication to incite lone wolves to carry out unpredictable violent acts. That's what stochastic terrorism is. That's what he's doing by telling them, oh, hey, that's the violent left extremist when this person hasn't even been caught. Anyway, Cryptic, did you vote for Trump?
I did. Yes, I did.
Okay, how old are you? Hold on. How old are you and what state did you vote in?
I'm 42 and I voted in Chicago.
Okay, Illinois. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Go ahead.
So I'm 25 years U.S. military, special forces for most of my career. So I served under both Republican and Democratic presidents during my tenure. I'm not here to spread hate or spew any of that. That's. I think everybody's entitled to their own opinions and their free right to vote, and I respect your decision on who you vote for, just like I would expect it in return. I did want to state that I do appreciate you bringing that picture up. That does mean a lot, especially with the tensions between the Republican and Democratic Party right now. It's haywire. Everybody's at each other's throats. There's a lot going on.
Actually, the Democrats are not going after Republicans. Republicans are coming after us. Just you saw the last guy. He's like, I hope Donald Trump comes after you. Like, I mean, they want us.
A lot of it from the other side too.
No. That's not true.
I've served this nation faithfully for 25 years. I've touched every combat zone.
I don't care. I don't care.
I I've served.
You're a traitor to your oath, sir. You're a traitor to your oath. You took an oath to the Constitution, and you are a traitor to your oath because Donald Trump is violating the Constitution on a daily basis. And this is, and this is not a both sides issue at all. You guys are the violent ones. Every single, I do not allow men to speak over me. I'm going to finish my thought. Every Democrat I know, every past president Democrat, every person in Congress have all said the same thing. There is no place for political violence, and what happened yesterday should never have happened. And everyone on the right that I've seen, especially on here and on Fox News, they're talking about war. They're talking about coming after Democrats, coming after us, like you woke a sleeping giant and all this kind of stuff. We aren't saying that. It's your side. It is your side. It is not the Democrats. Charlie Kirk himself said, we have to have a little bit of death in order to keep our 2A rights, man. It's the price of liberty. This is what he supported, not us. We want sensible gun control. This is not what we want. Democrats have been trying for years and years and years to have some kind of sensible gun control. Republicans block it all. He said empathy was weakness. So do not blame this on fucking Democrats. I'll invite you to unmute.
Okay. We could talk about the shooting at the Catholic Church then in Minnesota if you'd like. We can address that. That was a transgender.
So what?
We can address that.
And it was a trans mask.
Okay. I don't give a fuck. And
Yeah.
you can give me, but I already doxed you. So I'm going to show you what 25 years of what my career entails. We'll be seeing that.
Oh, that was a threat. Okay.
That was a threat.
All right. 19 minutes in, 17 minutes in. All right. All right. And exactly what I said. They're the violent ones, not me.
And thank you for proving that to us, by the way.
All right, wrote it down in my handy dandy book so I can clip that part, so I can send that to the FBI.
I hate to sound like attacking right now, but can I have the big screen?
Yes. That's funny.
This was a study done in 2000, from 2000 to 2018. This study is extremely detailed, and it talks about political violence specifically by groups. And you can see those groups are environmentalist, single issues, religious, far left, and far right. And each graph represents the violence that had been committed by per group from 2000 to 2018, or actually 2019. Okay? I want you all to pay attention to something. There's some violence, mainly in environmental in the early 2000s. We know about this single issue stuff, the war stuff. We get that. Religious has been fairly steady, right? You know what I'm saying? That's been fairly steady. But I want you to pay attention to this line right here. That's far left. That line right there. This dotted line are single issues. But see this line that jumps, and see when it starts to go up? 2009, 2010. Who was president? That'd be Barack Obama.
Obama.
Okay, and see it goes down a little bit in 2013.
2015 goes right back up.
2016,
Yep.
look what happens.
What's the source on that?
It's called the Journal of Democracy is where you can find it. It explains how everything was got. The sites, the sources were the FBI, 3 different colleges, and a world T-ism study group that was also studying this. And so there's several sources, and it cites them at the bottom of them where it all came from. So miss me with the left. Whoops.
Thank you, Starlight.
Miss me with the left right here is responsible for most of the political violence, please.
Thank you, Val. This is not a both sides issue. Sorry. And what is, oh my word. My whole box you saw a minute ago was full.
Right.
There is nobody. A 1,000 people in here. 1,000 people in here. And no one. Every one of them dropped out of the box.
Did the statistics hurt?
Could you tell me it was called Journal of Democracy?
Journal of Democracy. It has how everything was built. I mean, they went back as far as the 70s talking about stuff and how it was different. But they, you know what I'm saying? They went through everything. And the sources, let me get down here. This is not a small study.
Oh, Christy, you can come up. I thought you were friendly. If you didn't vote for Harris, then go ahead and come up. I just assumed you were. Sorry. Did you vote for Trump?
Are you talking to me?
Yes.
Yeah, I did.
Okay. How old are you? And what state did you vote in?
55. I'm from Louisiana. Anyway, the thing about it is it doesn't matter about Democrat or Republican. This shouldn't have happened to him, and I understand that you believe that
Correct.
too.
Correct.
Yeah, no, we don't have. Yeah, no, this. I don't wish this on
But you got
you.
people in the comments that are pretty much going, I guess we're going to have that either way. Freedom of speech is from both sides, not
Yes.
just one.
Yes, we know that.
And we can't spread hate either way. We got to spread facts.
That's what my platform does. That's why I ran my platform, because there's so much misinformation.
You
and so
can't
much
spread your own
disinformation.
personal feelings, because
I'm
personal
not.
feelings
I'm
are
not.
Pretty sure I just pulled up an actual study.
Correct.
And the deal is I think that either side, we still have to get along. A bullet's not going to help.
No, ma'am. See, here's the thing. We don't have to get along.
Nope.
Because there is going to be no get along or no getting along to get along.
Wait, hold
It's
on.
not
Are you
gonna happen.
threatening the United States of America, saying we don't have to get along?
We know.
No.
Are you?
No. Well, how is that a threat?
Because what you're saying is we don't have to get along.
No,
We
ma'am.
can choose to
No, man, when a
disagree.
political party in this country starts to push fascist ideas against the Constitution
Yeah,
of
y'all
this
are both
country,
dick and bitches.
We're done.
That's in charge.
we're done. We're done
fucked
right at that
You're
point. We're
fucked
done.
up. That's why people like you get doxxed.
Like,
Bye,
man,
kid.
dox me. Please do. Please do.
So you want my children harmed? Because I have 2 children that live in my house. Somebody comes to take out. They're going to take me and my kids out too? That's what you want?
They're not taking you and your kids out. Who would do that?
The guy right before you that said he was a 25-year veteran sharpshooter, whatever he is, special forces,
And we will meet
and-
his wrath.
and he's going to find me.
So,
And
so the deal is would you guys take us out? Y'all are
no,
taking y'all.
no.
So you understand what I just said
Yes.
is on both sides we're going to have people say they're going to do things.
Find me a Democrat that says they're going to come take you out.
Find me a Democrat that has committed that kind of violence. Proven.
The school shootings, most of them are Democrats.
We're talking about political violence.
That would
Oh,
actually
that
be
is
wrong.
political because they had Trump's
That would
name on
actually
one of
be
the
wrong.
things.
Was this?
Both
So
of the-
what do y'all want to hear
this is
from
already-
me?
Can you listen to Val?
What is your name?
Leaders that have gone that
Dude,
have
chill.
done these types of things in schools? Have
No,
actually
but
been
narrative.
You have to listen to his question.
One
proven
narrative,
white
no
men
side.
that support Trump.
How many of most of the school unalivers were?
Y'all don't want to listen to anything else but
Yeah,
what.
No, you won't.
blah, blah,
You
blah.
keep talking
No,
over
it's
Val.
not
What was
worth
the
talking to you
Walmart in
guys.
El Paso?
Not worth talking to you guys.
Well, because man, you're coming up here with you when you came in here talking about facts
Well, you come
based
up here
on
with
feelings,
spreadsheets
and
and you don't even
you
know
have
what you're
spewed
doing.
nothing but falsehoods since you've come into this life.
And you keep
It's that
talking
simple.
over Val
Your
every
feelings
time he
is not
talks.
facts. It's
Man,
hurting your
would you like me to
feelings. You
prove
know
that?
my
Man?
feelings.
Did you not
You
see
know my
the
feelings.
chart I just put
You
up a
don't
minute
know
ago? Did you not see the chart that I just put up a minute ago?
No, I suggested you go pet a dog or a color in the
I have a dog. My dog's actually in the picture right
I would
there.
say Bud's probably right next to him anyway.
Yeah, Bud's like, yeah, right here.
Well,
So
pet 'em.
hold on, man. Hold on, man. Here, let me put this up for you again since you couldn't see.
No, what you guys
No, ma'am.
all
Here, no, stop.
y'all hate.
Here's the difference, ma'am. I can actually put up evidence. Okay.
Hold on.
So here's the thing, ma'am. This was a study that was done actually done over 50 years, but they focused on 2000 to 2019.
Oh,
Ma'am,
yes.
you see this line way up here? Ma'am, you see this line way up here?
Oh God, we're living in the past, so I guess.
No, ma'am. This has actually gotten worse. Ma'am, you see this? What's that say right there?
Far right.
And that represents the violence committed by far-right extremists. Ma'am,
Show me the far left. Yep, there you go.
In y'all's
far left,
far feelings.
far right.
It's a study. It's not feelings. It's a study.
It's not study. It's all your feelings.
It's a study.
Which is
Okay, she's delusional. You can show them and they're like, nuh-uh.
delusional, huh?
Yes, you're delusional. Because we show you a study that was not done by us. Shh. Oh, you must be a
Have
fan.
a job to where you sit here and hate on Trump.
No, this is my job. I probably make more money than you. Don't be a hater. Don't be a hater. Don't be a hater. If you guys want to help support my non-job, anybody wants to support my non-job, go ahead. My Cash App is Diava Talks right there at the top. Go ahead and help support my non-job for your education and your entertainment today. In your education and entertainment today.
Yes, I did.
I'm probably on welfare. Is that what she said?
You're on welfare, probably.
No, but if I was, are you hating?
I'm tired of
Picking on poor people? Picking on poor people make you feel superior, honey?
No, I mean you're fat.
Does that make you feel better?
Anybody want to tell her the?
So much snacks.
No, hold on, ma'am.
You're fat. That's all she got.
Christy, do you know the voting group in the states that are mostly on welfare?
Red states.
Oh, I'm sure that you made a chart that said it was all.
Oh no, ma'am, that's easily
Trump
provable.
people.
Just ask your
You know what?
Tracy, thank you for subscribing.
Just ask your Google machine, ma'am.
They don't want you guys no more. Y'all are pissed. Y'all are pissed.
Ma'am, I'm not the one up here screaming.
Oh, real quick, thank you, Amanda, for the $5 Christie challenge. She's challenging everyone in here to send $5 for the Christie challenge. Shh, shh. For the Christie challenge, Diava Talks, Cash App, Venmo, right here for the $5 Christie challenge, so I can go buy some more Little Debbies, like she said.
Can we get Christy a candle, please?
No, we don't want to.
Jeanette, thank you for the $5. Lisa, thank you for the $30. Oh, Latina213, so that bitch can shut the fuck up.
Money, honey.
That's right. Keep talking, bitch. They don't like
How do
you.
pay your rent?
Patty, thank you for the $25 for kick her, please. Michelle, thank you for the $3 for the education entertainment, aka your job. David, thank you for the $50 for your doing your awesome job, Diava.
Oh, Christy, we're going to make you sit up here and listen to this until you figure out how to get out on your damn. Christy,
Now you can pay your rent.
Christy, thank you for proving our point.
Now you can pay your
Was
rent.
January 6th, was January, here, this is an easy question, Christy. Easy question, Christy.
There's no January.
Easy
so
question,
I ain't
Christy.
answering questions because they're
Easy question.
questions. Oh,
Was
you're
January 6th an
Your
act of
people.
political violence?
Deborah, thank you for the $5. Summer, thank you for the $10 for Christy is what's wrong with the U.S. Christy is what's wrong with the United States. Thank you. Christy is what's wrong with the United States. Leanne, thank you for the $5 for crying Krusty Christie challenge. Diane,
What was it? January 6th. Christy, this is the only answer you can give is yes or no. Was January 6th an act of political violence?
I'm not talking to you.
Diane, thank you for the $5. Nancy, thank you for the $5. MAGA women hate facts.
Everybody, give her.
Leanne, thank you for the $5 for the crying Krusty Christie challenge.
Hey, Karen, we're not really hurt. that from me.
Oh, her name's Karen.
No, he's calling you a Karen.
Karen. You wish I was a Karen. That's your wife.
Christy has 6
your dog
coins.
is your wife. Your dog is your wife.
Now you're going to personal attacks of people.
No,
Of
personal
course.
attacks would be that you fucked your dog because you quit petting him.
Oh, she's just nasty. She crashing the fuck out. Unbreak-
Hey, everybody.
Unbreakable by design.
Everybody type in
Accufashion. Unbreakable by design. Thank you for the $5 for Christy the Haga.
This is so
Oh, nothing makes them more angry than when you guys gift us. They get so butthurt. They are so jealous. They are so jealous because nobody will give. She has 6 fucking coins. Congratulations, you have 3 cents.
somebody is gonna wash your ass.
Reagan, thank you for the 25. What the fuck?
I don't know, ma'am. I think pretty much ever since I was about 3 or 4 years old, I've been able to do that on my own. But okay.
Oh my God, Christy, Donald Trump doesn't. Christy, Reagan, thank you for the $25. Christy, Donald Trump doesn't love you. And Tracy, thank you for the $5. This piece of trash claims to be LGBTQ+. We don't claim her. Hope she keeps this energy when they lock her up and take away her girlfriend.
All of us, and they're not locking me up.
Oh, there's the Haga crash out.
Oh, she's
Wow.
MAGA for sure.
Spell it right. It's MAGA, not Haga.
No, it's Haga. You're a hag. You're a hag. So you're Haga.
And you can decipher the H however you want to.
You're a Democrat.
Y'all, I'm having too much fun. Everybody's like, drop her. I'm like, no, this is comedy gold. This is fucking great.
Don't drop me because this is making you money. You can wash your ass tonight.
Oh,
Well,
no, man. We're
I don't need money to wash my ass.
just laughing at the amazing crash out that is taking place right now. Thank you, Nancy, for the
Your
$5.
entertainment.
I think it's Mafioso Mama. I think it's you, Mahasan. Thank you for the $10. Tell crazy crash out Christy to go wash her ass. Yvette, thank you for the $5. Yvette, thank you for the $5 for the Haga MAGA crash out fund. Haga MAGA crash out fund. Thank you, Yvette.
Paying for bills. Bills.
Your husband pays the bills, boo. Shut up. There's 1,200 people here watching you just crash the fuck out.
Because y'all are.
And what you don't understand, and I'm being real right here, what you don't understand is the amount of hate that has come from the president and the right-wing party is why we were together. That is why that graph that I showed you
You
so
talk
important.
so big. Go
That
catch
is
your dog.
no, ma'am. I actually talk with a backing of an education. Thank you very much. The thing is, ma'am, is
Why
that
don't you
study.
pray on
That study
selling
makes it incredibly clear why we're in this situation. And 26, it's not an accident that this started in 2016 with right-wing ideology actually growing in political violence. That is the problem.
Correct. She gone. Patty, thank you for the $25 to piss off Haga Karen. Jeffrey, thank you for the $5. Christy is a disgrace to the LGBTQ plus community. MAGA hates you, Christy. True. Oh my God, that was fun. I ain't gonna lie, that was funny. She had that crash out laugh. She had it all. Let's see. Anybody find out where? What's her obsession with washing your ass?
Oh no.
Oh my God.
Kind of cringeworthy, actually.
Ay, that was crazy. Oh boy, okay. Oh my Lord. Chris, hey, did you vote for Trump?
Yeah, I did.
How old are you?
One thing to say.
Hold on. No, this isn't your live. It's my live. And I ask how old you are for TikTok purposes, and then what state did you vote in, please? Then you can speak.
Okay, I'll answer your questions. But we got this petition.
How
going, right?
old are you? And what state did you vote in?
We're gonna change MLK.
All right. That was not going to go anywhere, but in the gutter.
Yeah, you can tell he was just up here to gaslight.
Yeah, he's going to say something really stupid. Juanita, did you vote for Trump? I'm guessing that was. Oh, he's definitely going to be racist. Yeah, for sure, 100%. He's got a Revolutionary War as his photo, his background. He's a fucking white Christian nationalist, likely. So he thank you for requesting to join again, because now I can block you. Thank you. Goodbye. Oh my God, this is nuts. MLK Day to Kirk Day. I want Democrats in Congress to put a bill on the floor for sensible gun violence and name it the Charlie Kirk bill, so that every Republican has to vote against it.
Wow, that's deep. Wow. Yeah, it's
And watch them all vote against it.
right. I mean, I don't think they really understand what they're doing. I mean, they're actually giving a man that has more than a few occasions talked about taking weapons from the U.S. citizens, and you're giving him power to do so here shortly if you continue.
I mean, can we just talk real quick? What the fuck? This was Trump today at the 9/11 memorial. This man had a stroke.
Yeah, it doesn't look good.
That's not Bell's palsy. Whenever he has venous insufficiency and all those things, that wouldn't be Bell's. He does not look good. That mouth droop is what happens whenever somebody has a. Yeah, if you watch the video, it's way worse. But I didn't. Obviously, I'm not going to show a video. But I think do you think his address last night was?
I mean, I've heard a lot of. I hate to make
But look at his face, though. It wasn't like that on that video they posted.
I think the part that bugged me the most is that every mouth movement was the same.
Correct.
That kind of. I mean, I know there's a lot of people putting videos out that are going, "Hey, that was AI," and I could see why they would say that. I just, I hate to, without proof, I hate to continue that.
Did you see how his hand jumped in the middle? It was like.
Yeah.
So it just didn't look real. That's all.
I mean, if it wasn't, I would have another question.
Right.
We have watched this man through 2 presidencies. Okay. First one, and now, we're 7 months into this one, or 8 months into this one, almost. I want to ask anybody, has anybody heard him have more of a prepared speech
No.
in all those years?
Not without rambling.
Right. In all those
He even
years.
rambled about Charlie Kirk at the 9/11 thing today. Like, had nothing to do with fucking 9/11.
Right. And that, if he was that prepared for that speech, it makes me wonder why he was that prepared.
Yeah.
Just saying.
People saying that, about violence and stuff. Charlie Kirk says a patriot should bail out the alleged Paul Pelosi attacker.
Right. I mean, all things aside, I want people to remember some things that we actually don't talk about enough. It was Charlie Kirk that went with MTG that said he wanted the e-files released.
Right.
And
And that.
Charlie Kirk
Mm-hmm.
that has said he doesn't agree with everything that's happening in Israel.
Correct.
Okay, I want you all to understand that and actually use maybe a little bit of critical thinking here, because he was not the 100% behind everything Trump said.
And what did I say yesterday? That from 520 feet away or 200 yards away, that was a professional hit.
Oh yeah, this is not.
This is not somebody who lost it,
Good. Yeah,
who just went psycho and showed up.
but still, it was 200 yards.
200 yards, yes. And then if you remember, Donald Trump said that Second Amendment people could act against Hillary Clinton. I'm just showing these as an example of, you guys are always saying, and then Trump last night at 1 minute 54 seconds says Trump speaks about the consequences of demonizing those who we disagree with. And then at 3 minutes and 1 second, he says Trump demonizes the radical left with baseless accusations of political violence when we don't even know who it is. He's fomenting this anger. It's people on the right that have been notoriously like that. Even Charlie Kirk himself. In 2015, hashtag say something nice about Hillary. Look at his answer.
There you go. I mean, I don't agree with what happened, but I have no empathy for the situation.
No, but I'm saying it's not that we are, it says she dodges fire. Snipper. This was in 2015 about Hillary Clinton.
And the man that said we have to lose, there has to be G violence in order to maintain 2A. Wow. That's a statement.
This is what I was originally going to say. Why do you care more about Charlie Kirk than children at school?
Right. Because everybody forgets yesterday.
It was the same outrage.
Yeah, well, yesterday, 2 unalived in a school PPing in Colorado. Yesterday.
Just yesterday.
And there's things that we're not talking about. Now, I got to ask these questions, people.
And also the ATF already came out and said they that story that there was transgender ideology and anti-fascism stuff were written on the bullets. They're like, no, that's not been confirmed. This Trump, it's almost like Kash Patel doesn't know what he's doing.
Shocking.
It's almost as if there's been 46 school shootings this year.
I mean, they didn't, the thing I was talking about, we're not talking about the e-files right now. We should be.
Yeah, I had that on my background too. I had one for the today too, because I'm like, we should go back to the e-files because
there was something very huge yesterday. I mean, I'm not trying to reduce what happened, but the thing that happened yesterday that could pull us into WW3.
Yep, with the drones going into Poland. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Well, aren't they meeting today?
They met, and they've so far cooler heads have prevailed, but we'll see how long that lasts.
Yep.
Because they invoked Article 4. Article 4 is the meeting that leads to Article 5, people.
Correct, which means we are going to World War III. Yay! So fucking excited.
But so far today, cooler heads have prevailed. So, hopefully that continues. But that is something that needs to be talked about, and how our president, and I want to make sure everybody's clear about this, how our president gave that kind of power to Putin.
No new
How he took
wars.
away, how he dropped all the sanctions against them that allowed them to get more money to be able to do this.
Exactly correct.
And now he's talking about putting more sanctions back on Russia. Well, shit, they were already there.
Yeah, you took them off, you fucking numbnut.
I mean, these things need to be talked about. We can't get, you know what I'm saying? And, and I know this sounds bad, but in the end, I have a lot of questions about what happened yesterday to Charlie Kirk. And the rest of the world, including Republicans, should have too. That was... The timing of this is insane. 15 minutes after the vote in the Senate yesterday, by the way.
Yep.
So, but this is very, very strange.
UMass, shots fired in UMass, Boston. 23 minutes ago. And Val, what is it telling to you? Isn't it telling to you that today
It's 9/11.
is 9/11, and today, a bunch of historically black colleges and universities got threats.
Right.
The shooter was
Sure,
white.
that wasn't-
Wa-
Yeah,
Re-
and you
Republicans
said
are responding to black people.
What did HBCUs have to do with this?
Nothing. And the DNC had a threat today. But why the HBCUs? Because they're taking it out on people of color like they've always done, because this is nothing but white supremacy. This is about white supremacy.
Oh, correct.
That's how they respond. Exactly, Peaches, because you won't respond. They've been doing everything they can to get black people out in the streets, and they're just staying their ass home. They're not responding to any of the things that they've been trying to incite them to respond, and they're not responding. Oh God, Raymond's in the box. I don't want to talk to him today. I don't have anybody else. Trump supporters. Is there any other Trump voters in here? There's 1.1 thousand people in here. You cannot tell me there's no other Trump supporters in here. Mitria, go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry. Was I in the guest request?
You were.
Were you tapping?
My bad. No, I wanted to come up here earlier when she was losing her mind because I looked at her profile. That woman was a lesbian.
Yeah.
She had a wife. They had videos of them on vacation, and she was bowing to Trump,
Ugh.
kissing the feet of a man. She's a lesbian, but she was still under a man's thumb.
Yuck. She was
Also,
unhinged.
her profile was really weird because I didn't get the blue hat, the red heel, and all that bullshit either.
No. That's why I didn't bring her up at first. I thought she was a friendly.
I thought so too. But no, she was a lesbian. The go mess with your dog thing, that was projection.
Or go wash your ass. She's like, oh, now you have money to wash your ass. I'm like, why do I need $5 to wash my ass?
Right.
She was so ridiculous. And she called me white trash.
She did too.
Oh, then she's like, oh, there, you can get some money to get some more Little Debbies. I'm like, I mean, if they think that calling me fat is like, whatever. Like, have I not heard that before by every fucking Republican that's a MAGA that's come up here? I'm like, it means, it's like telling me I'm wearing glasses.
Girl, you and me both. It's always the same insults. And she looked like a jar of mayonnaise that aged in the sun. So, but I clocked your little AI photo. Good for you, girl.
Isn't that kind of yellow?
I mean, jaundice is a bitch. What can I say?
I wanted to say it gets pretty greasy too, doesn't it?
I would think so. But anyway, no, I just wanted to come out because she was trying to go in on you. And I've told you before, I'm the queen of mean. So if they want to act a fool, I'm happy to act back.
Thank you, Jenna. I'd rather be fat with a soul than skinny but dead inside. Yes.
Right.
Yes.
I mean, she voted against her own relationship.
Yeah.
If she is married, then that's on the line. And
It
she's
is.
not panicked by it. She didn't sound. They didn't even bring it up. And then if she's not married, good fucking luck.
Yep. All right, Mitria, I'll bring you back up if
All right, thank you,
if we need
Annie.
to, sure.
Sorry.
No, that's okay. Val, there's another thing I wanted to say. If this is such a travesty, and we have this marksman who literally took out Kirk yesterday, okay, who had a perfect shot, and this is a travesty. Why did Donald Trump go to the 9/11 memorial today and then tonight going to a Yankees game?
Because he's really not worried about it.
Because he really doesn't care.
Yeah, that could be part of it. I have a different theory, but
What's your theory?
here's what I want to say.
Because I don't think he really cares.
There's no doubt in my mind that this was professionally, done.
Yep, I said that yesterday for sure.
Okay. Professionals don't have a political ideology. Their only ideology is payment.
Is money. Yep. I said it yesterday. I'm like, that was too perfect and too precise for it to be just some psycho who, got in their feelings and got radicalized. That was a professional hit. No one will convince me otherwise.
If I was a politician and somebody like this was still on the loose,
Correct.
I don't think I would be leaving my office. And do you know what it would take to actually secure an area like, the 9/11 memorial?
Right.
Okay. Or Yankee Stadium.
Right.
These are not small feats.
And these are outdoor venues, which are the most dangerous.
My only explanation would be is that
He feels safe.
you feel safe, and then I would ask the question,
Why does he feel safe?
exactly, why do you feel safe?
I agree. Oh, hold on, this guy. What is he coming back up
I
for?
doubt this man will ever get caught.
I don't think so either. Hey, what are you coming back for?
Well, y'all are talking about it was professionally done.
Yeah, from that far away and that perfect of a shot.
1 shot.
Yeah,
200 yards is nothing.
sure.
So 200 yards. 200 yards. Is a hell of a shot. How many feet is 200 yards? How many feet is 200 yards with a 30-odd
It's a mile. 1,760 feet is a mile. Did you know that?
Yes, I do.
Isn't it 3,000? Oh, feet.
How many feet is 200 yards?
Look up Dave Mountain Ranch.
How many feet is 200 yards? Sir, what kind of weapon was that done with?
Last I heard it was a 308 Mauser.
That's a 30-06 Mauser. So, sir, what is the muscle velocity of 30-06?
Who cares?
See, sir. Sir, the thing is, what I'm really trying to prove to you is that
you can't.
it takes somebody that would actually have to know all that information to make the shot that was made.
No, it's not.
30-06, a bolt action 30-06 at that.
They did say they found a bolt action.
There's a 7-year-old that can make that shot with my gun club.
Oh, give me a break. Shut the fuck up. Get out of here. You're an idiot. Anything but what it really is.
Right. Anything. It doesn't matter. A 200-yard shot under those conditions is not an easy shot.
No.
You know, Val, I think you're pretty smart, and I'm going to agree with you guys, and I'm going to have a take you're going to like, because I think you'll agree with this. How do we know this wasn't Project 25 to do this, so we could have so much
That would actually surprise me. Because he's kind of a Heritage Foundation baby.
You're not letting me finish.
Go ahead.
So much unrest that we have to have a state of emergency, so we can't do the midterms.
That's what he's been to. That's why he wants a civil war too.
Oh, okay. I get what you're saying, John. You're saying that this starts civil unrest, is what you're saying.
Well, yeah. I mean, I'm not saying Charlie Kirk is it, but Yeah, there's a lot of tension now, obviously,
No,
right?
granted, I see where you're headed. You're
So
trying
you
to
build
say
on this for the
that
next
this
year.
builds up the tension. I get where you're headed with this. This builds up the tension that creates and gives him the capability to pull the Patriot Act.
And then, and anyway, he's going to have all these army people in every city because he's doing that now anyway. So it'll be
I
all
get where you're headed. I don't know that, Giant. I don't know that you're far off. Scary all the less, but I don't know that you're far off.
We already know this, though.
Well, it's interesting to hear Republicans say.
I agree.
Yeah, I don't. This is my opinion only, by the way.
Right, it would be
It's
mine
not
too.
your
This is
opinion,
all
it's
speculation.
It's a stupid
right? This is-
theory, I know. It's not.
Yeah, this is all speculation, but it's an interesting take.
I mean, yeah, but I don't want to, and I kind of feel bad for Kamala, and I'm not being sarcastic at all, because some of those quotes that she said that, you know, they kind of left her by the wayside, didn't support her. I mean, she quoted these things, you know, so you kind of see what she was up against. I do have a little sorry for her a little bit, actually.
She was right about everything.
Yeah, I mean, everything she's pretty much said has come true.
She was set up for failure. She says they.
I get that. I don't really want to argue that point, but I get what you're saying.
But she was right about what she said. She said if he gets back in there, Russia is going to go into Poland. Sure as shit, they did. He said that he was going to use military against the American people, and he did. So everything she said was going to happen has happened.
Yeah, and I think there are hundreds of videos of not people always making threats, but maybe like laughing that he unalive. So it is on both sides.
No.
I get what you're saying. I don't agree with the people that come out and celebrate this. You know, matter of fact, got in an argument with one of them this morning. Right? I don't. You know what I'm saying? This is not to be political violence should never be celebrated. I definitely feel, but I do understand people's lack of empathy in this situation.
And that's different than violence, because just because I say, because two things can be true, right? Number one, political violence is never okay. He should never have been taken out that way. That is true. But what is also true is he was not a good person. He was a transphobe, a homophobe, a misogynist, a racist, a white nationalist, a white Christian nationalist. That is also true. So people don't have to mourn a schnazi because he had fascist ideology. Okay, so two things can be true at the same time. So just because they're not mourning his passing and they're saying, hey, I don't have empathy, I don't have sympathy, it shouldn't have happened, but you know, no one's celebrating it. It's just, we don't have to have sympathy. Would you have sympathy for Schnazis? If you were alive back then, would you have been like, oh, he got unalived. Oh no. Oh, I feel so bad. We should feel sympathy for him. No, everyone would say no. You shouldn't have sympathy for a Schnazi getting taken out. Okay. So people don't have to care. They don't have to mourn bad people.
You know what I don't like that this is done? You know, but when I come up, I know I'm a pain in the ass and I say some stupid shit, but it's for entertainment, obviously, your entertainment. But since this yesterday,
it's not for entertainment though. Hold on. It's not for entertainment though entirely. I promise you, it's not for entertainment.
Absolutely.
I mean, there's a little bit of entertainment to it, but I was here to stop misinformation, disinformation, have conversations about what Trump voters have voted for since the election, like actually have conversations to try to get them to see it. Sometimes it becomes entertaining, but I didn't do this to entertain. I did this to have conversations.
All I was going to say was before the unenlivening yesterday afternoon, TikTok was, you fought a little bit. But this now it's a different kind of stress. It's almost uneasiness. You know what I mean? With all the creators and the guests, it's like you try.
Yeah, because they're violent. They are violent. Were you in here when the guy threatened me? That he was a 25-year veteran. He was going to find me, and he doxed me, and he's going to come show me what his 25 years of military training is going to do. He threatened me directly. I don't see a single goddamn Democrat threatening Democrats, but every right wing where I go by are like, that's it. That's it. We're coming after you, Democrats. They're the ones inciting more violence, not the Democrats. Just because we're not mourning, we're not being violent.
Yeah, Giant, what did Fox News do today?
I didn't see Fox News.
Oh, my Lord.
Well, I have the
So-
screenshot I can put up. It's not the video.
So Fox News, he made one statement last.
Should be saying it. You can't, just like the CNN guy who got fired yesterday after like.
But what
the
he
show or
actually
something. So,
said
yeah,
was, but what the guy on the MSNBC said they got fired for was ridiculous. He should never ever, he should never, ever
he
have
said
been.
it could have been a Trump supporter celebrating with a gun. I mean, I don't know if that was the best thing to say,
But shouldn't have been fired for it. Fox News says way worse. That's ridiculous.
Hey, listen, I come up and I like to, try to get, a point in and, better you. But the only time I came up today, that was just a theory. I don't know. I was just trying to break the ice because
No, I get where you're headed with that theory. The only thing I would disagree with is I don't think the Heritage Foundation would have had anything to do with taking out their, you know what I'm saying? It was their, that was truly probably one of their favorite sons, right?
He spread their message better than they could because he caught the ear of young people. And unfortunately, he was able to radicalize a lot of young people. That's why there was such a humongous shift in right-wing or young men voting Republican. And it was because of Charlie Kirk.
And I think you're missing White. I think Trump, that picture, obviously it's 9/11, he's tired, but his son and the vice president, which the vice president is flying right now to Arizona to meet with the widow.
Arizona.
They are all they're all tight. So I think Trump's upset over this big time. He could be affecting the way he looked in that picture because he looks upset. Actually,
Nope.
He looks sad.
Nope.
But that's my opinion. It's fine.
No, that's not true. No, your mouth doesn't droop when you're sad. One side doesn't go all the way down on the other side. Absolutely not. That's absolutely ridiculous.
Do you think if they knew he was having a stroke, they would be sending JD to Arizona?
I didn't say he was having a stroke in that moment. It just means that he probably has had one.
I mean, I think the job's aged him. Obviously, you can't. Obviously, it already in 6 months, 8 months. So we'll see. Hopefully, he doesn't die. All right, I'll let you get some more guests. Thank you, Dava, for letting me come on.
All right.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye. At least he
That's
didn't have,
what I got.
at least he didn't have a shit take today.
McDonald's aged him.
Them Big Macs did, right?
It's usually an indicator.
Famous last words for MAGA. Guess we'll have to wait and see.
Hey guys.
Snuggles, did you vote for Trump? No? Okay, great. Awesome. Hit
I
the
didn't think so. She had a very pretty picture of her dog.
of her dog. It wasn't a fish on a line or a truck.
No. It was way too good.
Hey, if you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. There's 1.1 thousand people in here. Oh, Eric Prince. I didn't think about Eric Prince. Blackwater. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Let's go.
Roxy, now you got to make me look. I don't know. I hadn't seen that one.
Why aren't they coming up? I think the first background that made her mad than this one. This one they don't really have an answer for. They're like, shit. I can't go up there. Look like a hypocrite. Where are all you Trumpers at? Can you put the link in the chat? What? No, you can't put links in chat. But for those that are on my Discord server, on the live chat channel, I did put the link to that Journal of Democracy. Link that, or I found the Journal of Democracy link and I put it in the live chat in my Discord channel. So you can find that graph that Val was showing us earlier. The Discord is in the link tree in my bio. You have to go down my link tree because it's one of the first ones I did, so it's going to be toward the bottom. But there's a link to my Discord in the link tree in my bio. If you voted for Trump, hit the guest request. Hey, Davey. It is a little bit suspicious, too, that the, anyway, did this happen right after the birthday book was made public? This must be something really, really bad in those files. Worse than what we're expecting. All right, posted a Discord channel chat. But weren't these also the same people who were like buying alligator Alcatraz merch because they thought it would be funny if, you know, immigrants got taken by the alligators? The ones that are feigning such fake outrage.
Same people.
Yeah.
Same people.
Clutching their motherfucking pearls. He was a husband. He was a father. And you're also ripping away husbands and fathers from their families and throwing them in prison camps. So I just can't, I just can't, same pearl clutchers. Ripping away fathers from their families. You're gonna have to clutch those pearls a little bit harder for us to give a fuck. Of course, they hate when we use their playbook against them. I guess there's $100,000 reward for that shooter by the FBI. I think the FBI needs help. What do you think, Val? There's a $100,000 reward now for the capture of the shooter, and I'm like, okay. Sea-Dog, do you vote for Trump?
What's up?
Oh, how old are you?
13.
13. It's 18 and up, dude. You can't come into Alive. He's got rest in peace Charlie on his background photo. You're 13, dude. Red pill incel at 13. Christ, our future. Jeanette, thank you for the $2. I don't know if I can read your comment. But at least he said he was 13, right? At least he was honest and didn't try to say, I'm 18.
His profile would have been set up that he's over 18.
I did see that on Amazon, that there was a book out. It said it was you could download a book for like $6.99 on the timeline of Charlie Kirk's pew-pewing yesterday.
Okay.
But when you click it, it says sorry, not found. But it was a link on Amazon. So it's really weird.
That's creepy.
I know. Very odd. This lady did a TikTok video. She did it live. Like she clicked the link and everything. Like you could see it. Where it said the full timeline of his assass. For $6.99 yesterday. That was posted. Nobody has a complete timeline. They haven't even caught the guy yet. Kash Patel writing a new book. How I am incompetent to do this job. Here are the ways. Thank you, Marianne, for the rising key. It's odd. How I, as an incompetent fool, got the job as the FBI director. Fox News is advocating for the right to revenge. Yes. Revenge for what? Did you see the shirt that the shooter was wearing?
That's not a shirt. You don't see a lot of them.
I was going to say, how many people are sporting an eagle with the American flag on the background? He's a white guy. So what are they calling threats to HBCUs today? It's a disabled American veteran shirt. Oh. And do we even know if that's really him?
That part.
They took 2 other people and then let them go.
I'm telling you right now, that first person that came up there and said it was me, if anybody watched the video, and said it was me, that guy would not be released. I'll actually explain that. The timing of that, to have the police sit there and put all their focus on him while the real perpetrator was able to leave, would be an important piece of information to me, and that person would not be out of jail.
Well, I do believe in the conference yesterday, they said that they did jail him for obstruction because he said he did it when he didn't or whatever. So I don't think he is free. They let him go on being the shooter, but they also said, I believe in that same conference, that they did put him in, they did rearrest him for being for obstruction.
Lots of questions.
If I remember hearing that correctly yesterday. But that was, I mean, it would make sense if he was a disabled veteran because he would be able to make that shot. If he was a sharpshooter kind of. But why would somebody immediately say, I did it? Almost like it was coordinated.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying.
Yeah, it's wild. There's so many questions. Thank you, Best Charlie. I mean, this is another distraction for the Epsteinth time. Just saying. Oh, thank you, Tilda. They don't care about, I mean, I'm going to be honest with you. This is my personal feelings. This is not factual. This is a feeling. I don't usually go on those, but my feeling is that the man at the top wants the violence. Thank you, Jennifer.
It was MTG that said she don't care about the consequences, and it was Charlie Kirk that backed that statement.
That's true. Nate, hi. Do you vote for Trump? Nate? I'm guessing that was a tapping error. There's 1,000 people in here. You cannot tell me there's not Trump voters lurking in the background. Hit the guest request and come up. Let's have a conversation. Just like he liked the violence on January 6th and sat and watched it on TV.
That's so many weird things. I mean, somebody just brought it up. The fact that he was talking on that very subject when this happened too. That's just.
Mm-hmm. I don't support what happened to Charlie, but he did. Because he was like, hey, there's going to have to be some deaths in order for us to have our 2A. So that's the price of liberty. Well,
I've seen the video of the people making the hand signals and stuff. I don't want to get into that.
That's why I've ignored it, yes.
I don't know if it's AI generated. I don't, you know what I'm saying? I don't have any factual evidence on whether that's true or not.
Or if the guy was just adjusting his hat. Like, that's why I've just been kind of brushy by those comments. I've seen them. But if it's not something I can, I don't like to go on anything. It's just conjecture. Or it looks like. Stick to Rula. Hey, honey.
Hey, W. Hey, what's up, Val? This is a terrible act that has happened.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, we have the president, that has said that he got up there and said he hates all Democrats, basically. That
Correct.
has perpetuated this stuff from the get-go. Even going back to his rallies the first time. You remember when you could just, do this and do that,
Mm-hmm.
Rough him up,
Mm-hmm.
blah, blah, blah. He had his people in the stands as people were being escorted out.
Yep.
They were being elbowed to the face and different stuff like that. Those folks sat right back down and continued seeing Donald Trump. The other people that were accosted were showed out the door.
Yeah, this is the man. People forget this all the time. This is the man that, to get across the street to a church, to hold a Bible upside down, asked General Milley why he couldn't pew the protesters.
And
Yep.
they're gonna forget that. They're gonna forget that because, again, their narrative is everything we're saying is right because we're Christians, so-called Christians.
Yep.
I had somebody come up and tell me today, if one person does something, then that whole side or that whole color or whatever is the same as that one person. So I told him, so I'm saying
The straight white men shouldn't be able to have guns.
Well, no, if I went by his premise, if I find one racist person in this world and that person is dark skin, white, whatever he is, then that means all of them are racist. And, well, no, I'm not saying that. Well, no, then your premise fails.
Then men shouldn't be allowed to have weapons anymore. It's men. How about that?
Yes, that too. That too, as well.
Women aren't out there doing it.
Women are.
What about the lady that lost her life? The Democratic lawmaker that lost her life a month, 3 weeks ago.
Oh, absolutely.
Law for that.
None.
They didn't have a moment of silence.
What?
They didn't fly flags at half mast. Melissa Hortman, yeah. They didn't. Trump didn't even tweet or say a word about them. So no, they don't care.
Yeah.
It's fake outrage to me. It's just fake outrage to me.
Yeah. Yeah, that's where we're at. And I just wanted to come up and just give that Allen Iverson reminder. Y'all must have forgot moment. Trump has said a lot of things, done a lot of things, and the CK, I'm just gonna say his name is that CK. He has basically parroted everything that Donald Trump has said and more.
And more. All the hateful rhetoric.
So, and how dare you? And I'm talking to all the MAGA people that want me and anybody else that looks like me or thinks like me to be upset. We're not. I'm sorry. We don't like the act. We don't like how it played out on video and maybe even some live TV if they had somebody locally there. We don't like any of that. We don't like the deed. We don't like what's going on with his family in the sense of they lost somebody. But but means everything I just said kind of is out the door.
It's moot. Yep.
This guy was not that guy. He was Martin Luther King in reverse. And that's where I'll end and I'll drop down.
Thank you, Stick.
Y'all have a good day.
You too, love.
And I'm really not gonna cry or
nope.
Nothing. It is what it is. I'm sorry.
And Stick, what I said earlier, and
part of
what I said yesterday and what I said today, I said two things can be true at the same time. What happened yesterday, political violence should not be tolerated. No violence. None of us are for violence. But two, which can be true at the same time, is that he was an awful person. He was not a good person.
Yeah, exactly.
But two things can be true at the same time.
You're absolutely right, Davia. And again, my heart goes out to his kids and even his wife. I don't even know how she put up with it, but hey, she did.
Brian, thank you.
Even his wife. They're innocent, and I don't believe. Well, at least the kids are innocent.
The kids are absolutely innocent. They're 1 and 3. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't believe that they should be feeling any type of pain or anything, but I know they are. So my heart goes out to his kids. But just like my LeBron Jordan debate, hey, Jordan's the GOAT in basketball. He gets all the shine. I'm gonna give all the shine to Martin Luther King and people like him, not CK. So I'm good.
Yep.
So I'm gonna drop.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
You too.
Have a good one.
You too. You get real.
I absolutely have sympathy and empathy for the children. They're children. They have no idea of his ideology. They don't know what he does for a job. He doesn't know anything. Those children are 100% innocent and they lost their daddy. That's all that matters to them, So I absolutely feel for the kids. But not his wife. Because if she knows exactly who he is and what he stands for, and she either agrees with it or she condones it. So I ain't doing it.
I want to make a statement real quick. I saw somebody write down in the comments, and I don't know what the conversation was, but they said justice served. I want to make something very, very clear. There is no justice in political violence.
Correct. That's right. There's no justice in political violence. Right. That was not justice. Justice is as though, like, if he had unalived somebody and then somebody turned out unalived him, you could maybe say justice, eye for an eye kind of thing. Like, that wasn't justice. That was an extrajudicial unaliving. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request and come on up. We are looking for Trump voters and Trump voters only for right now. Maybe poetic justice, if for his rhetoric, but he also said he doesn't like empathy. Empathy is weak and that we shouldn't have empathy. So now they're screaming for empathy. They're scared of the smoke.
Let me make something also very clear, Kimberly. I'm just going to be very honest with you. Charlie Kirk was definitely a political figure.
He wasn't a politician, but he was a political figure. Charlie Kirk, since I just got called a liar in the comment section by Ann. Charlie Kirk quote on empathy. Wow, I'm not the only one who's looked that up today, because as soon as I hit Charlie Kirk quote, boom. Turning Point USA CEO and co-founder Charlie Kirk said, "I can't stand the word empathy. Actually, I think empathy is a made-up new age." Let me get the rest of the quote. New age term that it does a lot of damage. So you're wrong.
And yeah, as far as being and Parker are concerned, yes, I would. You got to remember they were there.
Parker was there.
Yeah. Actually,
Parker was there. No, Dean was not there, or Harry wasn't there.
So it was Parker that was there. Yeah.
I did say the whole thing. I asked what the quote was. I'm going to have as much empathy as he wanted me to. I don't know what that means. That's not the rest of it. Let me see if I can find it. Let me look for the video. That way maybe I'll get a clip and I can play it, because they're still saying I didn't. You just read the whole thing. Yeah, Parker's extremely traumatized, but he was fucking there. He was 30 feet away. Anyone would be traumatized. Plus, you guys have to remember, Dean and Parker do public appearances too, like Charlie Kirk. That hit really close to home, because that could be them. So yeah, that's fucking traumatizing.
Kimberly, I understand that statement. Yeah, I don't. That's the fault of the president and the administration, right? You know, that are pushing this narrative. You know, that they didn't give. That's the fault of the administration that's doing that. We don't need to fall down that same path.
All right, hold on. Let me see. I think I found the audio. Give me 1 second. Come on, load. Oh, there we go. Okay, hold on. Okay, start it over. Here we go. Exactly what I said. I didn't. A new age term. I didn't cut it off. I asked for a video of him saying that. That's the clip it gave me. I didn't cut it off. What the fuck? If you voted for...
Now that clip doesn't get any better.
If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Kirk should get a holiday? No. Absolutely not.
That's craziness.
He prefers sympathy, not empathy. Okay. Does that make it better? No. He still said have no empathy. Or the empathy is meh. You guys are so ridiculous. Like, read the rest, do the rest. The rest didn't help. I prefer sympathy over empathy. That changes nothing.
Ray, hold on, let me get Ray this graph real quick. That graph comes from a place called Journal of Democracy. And it's Journal of Democracy, and it's articles, it's the, / articles, the rise of political violence in the United States.
I have posted the link to the Journal of Democracy in my live channel on the Discord server. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. There's still 1,000 people in here. I know there's Trump voters in here, so hit the guest request. Let's have a conversation. Oh, somebody has that, Ray. I've seen several of them on TikTok today of all the different things that he has said. Right, Michelle Hortman, who was actually a congressperson, should get a holiday before fucking Charlie Kirk. She was an actual politician. A person that builded life promoted hate of anyone that wasn't a straight white Christian male. Exactly. Here's some of the things that here's some of the things with some quotes of Charlie. Oh, somebody's requesting it. Let me see if it's an offer. All right, let me bring him up. I was going to say some of his quotes just to prove he was what a not a nice person he was. Hey, Bob. Elite, did you vote for Trump?
I didn't vote for Trump or for Biden.
Biden wasn't running.
I mean Harris. You know what I meant.
Who'd you vote for?
I voted for Kennedy.
How's that working out?
Same ideology.
I'm just an independent.
Sure.
How's that working out?
How old are you and what state did you vote in?
I'm 24 and I voted in the state of New England.
The state of New England.
No, a state in New England.
Okay. Are you happy with how things are going with the Trump administration?
Conquer and divide equals control.
What?
The fuck? Are you trying to let me be edgy or something? Because that was so stupid.
If our votes actually had power, we wouldn't be able to vote.
That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Power, sir. What are you talking about?
You can think what you want.
No, sir, I don't think what I want.
I think that Charlie was pretty cool how he let people express their feelings on a global stage. And
That was
and their
spreading
thoughts.
hate. That was spreading hate. So let me ask you this question. Charlie Kirk once
He gave
said,
people a platform, which is cool.
yeah, sure. So does Trump. Big whoop. Palestine doesn't
TikTok's
exist.
pretty cool.
Palestine doesn't exist, and those who support her like the Triple K.
That's something you said.
No, these are all
Yes.
direct quotes from Charlie Kirk. Also, gay people should be stoned to unaliving. Do you agree with that?
So you can see why he got hit.
No, I'm asking you.
Some people hated him.
I'm asking you. He wasn't just giving a global stage. He was hate speech against LGBTQ, transgender individuals, women, people of color. He said if a pilot was black, he would have to question their credentials. And
I feel like a lot of that's being taken out of context and maybe
No,
not.
none of that's being taken out of context, sir. That was the exact quote.
Well, there's like AI and
If
like,
no, there's no AI.
No,
sir.
no.
That was an exact quote.
I'm just saying there's AI
No,
propaganda now.
no.
No, sir, this is not AI propaganda. He said that.
On his
Interviewed
show,
Several people there.
on his podcast, he said it.
Charlie cared about family.
His family, not mine, not yours, not anyone else's. Not if you're a same-sex couple
Sir,
and
what's
had a
the
family.
What's the definition of family in the U.S., sir, please?
I mean, a family. The definition of family anywhere is like the people, like your family, bro.
Your family.
Yeah.
What's
One
the
thing-
definition?
What
Yeah,
comprises
I
what
do
comprises
think
a
that Charlie
family?
was
Is a single mom taking care of her two kids' family?
What?
Is a single mom taking care of her two kids a family?
Yes.
Okay.
No, my kid
Charlie
broke
Kirk and
my
the
mom.
people that back Charlie Kirk don't believe that. Now, is two LGBTQI men adopting a child and raising it a family?
Yes.
Charlie
Israel,
Kirk
no.
didn't believe in
We
that.
don't know the answers to these.
Yeah, but Charlie Kirk didn't believe that, and he preached against that.
Well, maybe some of his opinions aren't the best, but I did like how he valued
Do you
family.
believe we have to have loss of life to maintain 2A?
Do I believe? Sorry.
Do you believe we have to have pew-pewings, school pew-pewings, specifically to maintain our 2A.
What do you mean 2A?
Second Amendment rights to have your guns. Do we need to spell it out? How old did you say you were?
You have a good night. See you guys. Thanks for getting me up there.
Well, I'll put it up on the screen for everybody that didn't see it. Back in 2023, after a school unaliving, Charlie Kirk said gun deaths are unfortunately worth it to keep the Second Amendment.
Oh wow! I mean, was it uncomfortable for you? Because I damn sure hope so.
Oh, he was most definitely uncomfortable. He was definitely uncomfortable. I think he just realized he was in over his head. Yeah. We're too aggressive. He said we were too aggressive. In the comment section, we were too aggressive. You mean giving you thoughts and giving you facts and showing you actual evidence of where he said things we just asked you about? Okay. Dreamy, did you vote for Trump?
Yeah.
All right. How old are you and what state did you vote in?
24, Illinois.
Okay. What did you want to come up to say?
I guess I'll just say the prompt. I don't support what happened to Charlie. W. Charlie supported what happened to Charlie. Also true. Yeah.
Yep, because I'm for sensible gun control. I am for no political violence. All violence is bad, especially violent. I mean, like gun deaths and stuff like that. Because right now, gun death is the number one unaliver of children in this country, to the tune of 2,600 a year. I didn't believe in all of this. Charlie Kirk is the one who said, unfortunately, we're going to have some deaths because, you know, it's worth it to have our 2A.
Yep, and I believe he would still have that belief if he was here with us today. That's a W take, and I agree with him. Absolutely worth it.
So you're just as sick and disgusting as him.
How so?
Don't eat. I have to drop you immediately if you keep eating.
How so? How so?
Because if you think that we have to continue to have children being unalived in order for you to have your pew-pews, is fucking disgusting.
Well, of course, children being unalived is not a good thing, right? But we are, so the Second Amendment isn't in place for like protection. I don't know why people wouldn't say that. It's not a place for protection, right? Or hunting or whatever the heck.
Hold on, say that one more time.
It's not in place for protection.
Please tell the Constitutionalist in the live what 2A is for, please.
Yeah, he's a constitutional scholar, by the way.
Persecution against the government. That's what it's for.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Well-armed militia. Yeah, of course it is.
What is a militia?
I use the term.
No, sir.
Yeah.
What is Article 1? What is Article 1? Section 8, paragraph 15 and 16, please.
Okay, so when they mention a well-armed
What is
militia,
Article
they are
1?
referring to the
What is
they
Article
are
1?
referring to the people.
Article 1, Section 8, paragraph 15 and 16, please. Tell me what it is.
Tell me.
That is the rules of the militia and how the militia is formed. Sir,
You gotta tell me.
the militia? What was the militia in 1781 when the Constitution
Yeah,
was
when
ratified?
they say the word militia,
What was the militia?
If you don't stop eating, I'm going to have to drop you.
I'm not eating. You got something in your ear.
Well, stop smacking.
What was the militia, sir?
Now, the militia was referring to the people. Do you disagree with that statement, yes or no?
Yes and no.
Are you a person of color, Dreamy? Hold on, real quick. Hold on.
The militia had a purpose. It was made up of the people.
Hold on. 1 second. Are you black? Are you a person of color, Dreamy?
Yeah.
Can you turn your camera on, please? Show us, and then you can turn it back off. But I want to make sure you're not doing digital blackface. No. I want to make sure you're not doing digital blackface. Put your camera on.
Yeah. Black people can have this opinion too.
Okay, no, that's fine. I just want to make sure you weren't doing digital blackface. You're fine. Thank
Now,
you.
I'm going to ask you again. Yeah, I'm going to ask you again. The militia was made up of the people, but what did it represent?
So if you agree with me, Val, that the militia is me when they say the word militia in the
No,
Constitution.
it was made up of the people.
then we agree.
Those people were chosen by the state, were they not?
They were, yeah.
Okay, now what were they chosen for?
Tell me.
You don't know?
Are you gonna tell me? Or are you just gonna
I mean, you want to come up here and claim you know about what 2A is for, but you have no clue of the history of 2A or what it meant. Not even
So
for
Val,
your
you're trying to
people, by the way.
prefer the
Sir,
I'll be right back.
Yeah, tell me what 2A was for.
Yeah. So Val, we already agreed on this, and you agreed. When they refer to the word militia, a well-armed militia, they're referring to the people. Do you disagree with that? Yes or no?
No, I disagree.
Okay.
I agree that it is the people that make it up, but that wasn't what it meant. Okay, sir, what did the
wait, what are you
people
saying it
represent?
meant?
Why
What
did
are you
we
saying
have
it meant?
2A? Why was 2A created? What was it? There's something very specific it was created for.
Bro, are you gonna tell me? You're just gonna keep wasting these people's time? There's 1,000.
Okay, I'm not going to waste these people's time because you don't know. And what I'm really trying to prove here is you don't know. The militia was our standing army at the time because the founding fathers did not want a standing army. So what they did is they passed it on to each state to arm citizens they wanted to be part of their standing army. Okay? And then if the federal government needed them, they were able to be called back up to the federal government to protect the United States. Okay, that is what 2A was for. That is what the militia is. Okay? I don't know where y'all get these stupid ideas from, but that is what the militia is, sir. It was our standing army of the time. What ended that?
Tell me.
That would be the War of 1812. Why did it end it?
Why did the War of 1812 end the Second Amendment?
Ended the militia, basically.
I don't know. Tell me.
Because when the militias were called back up to protect the federal government, southern states wouldn't send their militia members. Do you know why?
Why?
Because they were afraid they would get attacked and taken over by their slaves.
They were afraid they would be attacked and taken over by their slaves.
Correct.
So what is your point with all this, Val? So you're saying we should not have the right to own firearms? Is that what you're saying?
No, sir. That is, see, I never said those words, did I?
Okay, Val,
No,
why
sir.
are you going
Hold
down
on.
this
Let me,
trajectory?
but when people keep trying to use 2A, they really don't understand how stupid they sound to somebody that's actually studied the Constitution their entire life.
Okay, Val, let me ask you
What
something.
state did you say you live in?
Illinois. But let me ask you something.
Okay,
Do you agree with me that the people should be allowed to own firearms.
Hold on.
What
I'll prove my
exactly
point
are you
right now.
talking about?
I'll prove my point right now. Illinois has laws in place that stop you from owning weapons, correct?
For some people, yeah.
For a lot
You
of
have to have a
people,
card, right? I mean, as long as you obey the law, you don't have any felonies, and you're able to get a void guard, then
Sir,
you can own a firearm.
you need to go look at the laws of Illinois. Now, see, I live in Texas, and I can tell you in Texas, our right to defend ourselves comes from the amendment that's in the Texas Constitution called Amendment 23. Okay? And I guarantee you Illinois has one. Every state has an amendment in their their state constitutions about self-protection. The reason it's in every state constitution, sir, and the reason that every state has different laws, like California has extremely strict laws, Illinois has extremely strict laws, Texas has very liberal when it comes to this subject law. So does Florida. So does the state next to you, Indiana, correct? You know, these states all have very liberal laws when it comes to this subject. Now, sir, the reason that is because it is really up to the state to arm what they expected. The only reason you have the capability for self-protection is a decision that's referred to as the Heller decision. Okay? And your state constitution has nothing to do with it.
Correct.
So Val, the thing is, bro, going back to the topic, if you and me both agree that we
ask you a question,
We agree
Dreamy?
on the premise that we're allowed to own firearms.
Hold on. I have a
We agree on that
question.
premise, right?
Dreamy, I have a question.
Okay.
Do you think Democrats want to get rid of guns?
No, I don't think so. I think they want gun reform.
And why don't you?
When did I say I don't want gun reform? That's the problem.
Well, if you keep voting for Republicans, they will never do it because they're beholden to the NRA. So if you want gun reform, you're never going to get it voting for Republicans.
Okay, well, it's the type of gun reform we're talking about here. Maybe go into specifics. What type of specific gun reform are you looking to do, Diablo?
Say storage laws. I want, and the truth of the matter is, because I don't think there's any purpose for it, I want magazine control.
And I think
Okay.
universal background checks in all 50 states.
Yeah, and I want background checks. I want to make sure that people that have these, I want the agencies to talk to each other. I want to know so something doesn't happen like happened in the church in Texas about 5 years ago. Happens again when somebody's let out of the military, out of the Air Force specifically, because they were told then that they shouldn't own a weapon. They shouldn't handle a weapon in the Air Force, and they were let go, and they're allowed to buy a weapon publicly, and then went to church. Okay? These are the things that I want. I want real background checks. I want storage laws. And I want accountability for people that do not store their weapons properly and a child gets hold of it.
And I personally,
Okay, I mean, we can honestly.
hold on, I want to add to that. I'm advocating. I'm advocating for having to insure your weapons like you do your car. So if your weapon is used to unalive somebody or harm somebody, then their families can get paid out by the insurance company. If you have to insure your car because it's a deadly weapon, then you should have to insure your weapons.
Well, we don't have to insure our car because it's a deadly weapon. We have to insure our car so that if we were to get into an accident.
That's exactly why. So that the insurance company will pay out if you hurt somebody. Duh.
Hurt their vehicle. If you hurt their vehicle, not necessarily the person.
You have comprehensive.
And collision.
What are the two parts? What are the two parts of your auto insurance?
Is it
And bodily injury.
If it's your car, you can either pay for your car and then the other person's car too, something like that.
No, part of your insurance covers medical, sir. There's two parts. One's for property. One's for personal.
Medical. Be quiet. Sorry, my dog is going ape shit over here.
I mean, either way, going back to the topic, I could agree with some of these gun reforms, but do you guys agree that even with all this gun reform implemented, there's still a chance for these shootings to happen?
No,
It'll mitigate it.
That these go down from past events.
Correct.
Well, no, not go down, sir. That they can still happen is my question.
We want mitigation.
Going to have the capability.
We want it to go down.
Okay, so if you're always able to capability to have this anyway, and Diablo was arguing at the beginning that you want it to be zero, when we're never going to actually reach. When did I say I wanted it to be zero? I never said that. It's about harm reduction. It's about minimizing the harm, minimizing the people's hands that they land into. Okay, because I thought at first we were talking about children being unalive by gun violence to be zero.
I would, but that's not happening. That's not going to happen.
Yeah, just one. Getting rid. Oh my Lord, what is
Stick to ruler. Can you turn down your background noise, your TV or something?
Oh, I didn't know I was up. I'm sorry.
Oh, was it? Okay, no, I thought you wanted to come up and talk to this young man. So.
Oh, actually, I'd like Rula to stay here.
I know, me too.
Okay, I'm here, but I didn't know I was up. I'm here though.
Yeah. But the thing is,
cut out a little bit.
Have evidence.
You cut out, Val.
From 1994, when the let's say weapons ban took place, that the entire time that ban was in place, we had very, very, very few of these types of events.
It actually went down about 37%. But when the ban was lifted, it went up 183%. I looked it up yesterday.
That's just one.
Is this reform or is this ban? I feel like we're talking about two different things.
Do you know what an assault weapons ban is? Hold on. What?
They ban
Oh,
only
no,
certain weapons.
please listen to me. What is an assault weapons ban?
It depends what you mean by assault weapons.
And
Like,
okay, an
ban-
AR-15, an AR-15 ban. What do you think that means?
a ban on that rifle. That
But
type of
does that?
rifle.
What does that mean to you?
Like, let's say you're not allowed to purchase it from the government.
The
Or not allowed
government?
to establish it.
No. What it does is it doesn't go around the country taking away people's weapons. It doesn't mean you have to give up your weapon. It literally means it stops manufacturing. I'm just telling you, it stops manufacturing of new ones. That's it.
They did have, also with that ban, though, they did have strict laws on anything that was considered high velocity on what the magazine capacity could be.
Okay, so are you for? You said you're for magazine capacity limits, right?
Correct.
Yes.
What do you think those limits should be?
I think that anything that's high capacity, anything that shoots upwards of, let's say anywhere from 2,500 to 3,500, feet a minute.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
If anything that travels that should hold no more than 5.
There's no reason to have a 20 clip or something.
You know why I say that?
Yeah, where'd you get 5 from?
Actually, I get that from a very, very good source that's been around for actually almost 80 years. And that is the fact that in most states, to get a hunting license, you cannot hunt an animal with any weapon that holds more than 5 rounds. Did you know that?
I did not. So that's where you're basing it off of, the hunting?
Absolutely.
That's what people say they want them for, right? Because I don't think anyone needs an AR-15 in civil society. I'm not talking about law enforcement.
I don't know.
I'm not talking about anything like that. I don't think anyone needs one. You're not hunting with it.
From what I understand, but from what I understand, most of the shootings that are going on, yes, I know mass shootings are an issue, and most of those mass shootings are done with high capacity magazines. But
Yes,
That's what we're talking about.
that's what we're talking about. We're not talking about handguns.
But that handguns make up the majority of the shootings, though.
Not the mass.
Well, why are we focusing on a minute? I know it says
It's
mass,
not
but
it's children. It's children. That's the number one unaliver of children right now in the United States.
Okay, so
And it's not a
you guys
minute
care
number.
about children.
It's
No,
not a
no,
minute
no.
number.
Okay, Val, relax. Let me clarify.
Don't tell us to
I know it says
relax.
mass shootings.
Don't tell us to relax. Or I'll drop you.
Well, I keep getting cut off. You see what I'm talking about?
I'm the host. I can cut you off if I want to.
All right, well, if we're going to have a respectful conversation, regardless whether you're host or not, you got to let your opposition that you let up.
Just speak and quit whining. Just go.
Okay. Am I going to be able to? Okay, hopefully. Right. So as I was saying, let me go ahead and clarify when I mean minute. The majority of shootings in general in this country are done by handguns, small capacity magazines, right?
Yes, but we're not talking about.
But why are we focusing on the minority of the shootings that are going on in this country?
Because it's what's unaliving children in school. At the number
It's not
one,
just that, sir.
but the number one unaliver right now in the United States is gun violence.
What was the weapon in Las Vegas?
It was a high capacity magazine.
What was the weapon at the Walmart in El Paso?
What was the shooting at the?
What was the weapon at the Walmart in El Paso?
I can point to all you said. What was the shooting in St. Louis 2 days ago? What kind of weapon was that? We can do this all day, sir. What's your point?
Right. You're going to produce one, and I can produce hundreds.
I can produce thousands that happen. What are you talking about?
Sir,
You can do this right now, Val.
I'm talking about mass unalivings.
I'm talking about shootings with handguns.
Sir, that's happened. It's happened throughout our career. The thing is loss of life has increased mainly because of mass unalivings. And the thing is that particular weapon, because of its capacity and the ease of getting it, gives people power that they wouldn't normally have with a hand BPM.
And can I ask you another
So
question?
do you want any reform with hand PPUs then?
I'm not.
Listen, I want us.
That reform
That comes
background checks. That
correct.
reform comes from having having mental health checks. That reform comes from also red flag laws.
Correct. Not from the high capacity. We're specifically talking about the high capacity. Can I ask you a question? You're talking about we're just focusing on the minority. Let me bring a little bit of parallel. I hate to go here, but it is a good idea. Somebody suggested in the comment section. How come the Republican Party and Donald Trump spent over very good response. I think it was over 200 or 300 million dollars on advertisements before the election against transgender people. You guys have your party has targeted transgender individuals, and they are less than 1% of the population, but blame everything on transgender individuals and say that how horrible and how awful and how it's this and it's that and it's hurting children and blah, 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 all that nonsense. Why does your party focus on the smallest minority in this entire country?
Okay, to answer that question, I don't know why Trump spent money on anti-trans ads. I don't even know what that means. I would have to see what you're talking about exactly.
Do you live under a fucking rock?
Can you show me an ad that says this? Either way, I don't think trans people are committing most of the shootings in this country.
I didn't say shootings.
Well,
They said they're grooming children. They said they're doing this. They're just literally just pounding about transgender people and keeping them out of the bathrooms and keeping them out of this. They're just hyper focused on transgender individuals. I'm just using your logic. You're like, why are we worrying about the minority? I'm trying to draw a parallel for you, but you still can't see it. I don't think. How old are you? Do you say you're 24?
I'm 24.
Yeah, your amygdala doesn't. Your amygdala doesn't quit forming until you're 20. Doesn't really kick in until you're 25. So that kind of tells me. Okay, go ahead.
I think you're just hyper fixated on things that ultimately don't matter. Here's Trump's word say.
Oh, it doesn't matter.
But trans people kind of blurs.
Oh, it doesn't matter, y'all. Then thousands of children in this country that have been unalived in school with their parents have had to, identify their children just based on the shoes they were wearing that day. It's a minute problem.
I got a little better one. So you brought up the shooting. You brought up the shooting at the church, at the Catholic church the other day. You know what I'm saying? That I don't even know how true this all is yet, but you know what I'm saying? With a gender individual. How come now?
That's what they say.
Now, how come now it's only you want to take pews from transgender individuals, but you didn't want to take pews from the white man?
Bro, you got to talk to me. I'm not saying any of these claims. I don't think trans people make up the
Trump is. Your party is talking about not making it so that transgender individuals can't own poo-poos. It's your party. So when we say you, we're talking about your party.
Trump isn't here.
But it's who you're voting for. It's who you're voting for. And they're the one doing this.
Talk to me.
No.
Talk to Trump.
No, thank you. I'm good. You're boring and you're not getting it. You're not learning anything. You just keep yapping.
Don't talk to me. Don't talk to me about Trump, even though I voted for him.
That's what I'm trying to say. Like, your party's the one who's doing it and can do the legislation for it. So yeah, I'm gonna say that. Troy, did you vote for Trump?
No, I'm going to leave.
No, you don't have to. No, you don't. No. You don't have to leave. It's after 6. Anybody can come up. I just was checking.
I just wanted to talk to you for a minute. In my opinion, I think the ammunition needs banned. Myself.
I said, or tax it. Tax it so fucking hard that it's expensive, and if you're only gonna get it if you really, really, really can afford it. I say tax the ammunition or ban the ammunition. Absolutely. Uh-oh. You're breaking up so bad we can't hear you. We can't hear you. You know, like that, you know how like they, huh? Okay. Just like they up the tax, like tax the shit out of, cigarettes. I don't know if you can say that on here. Do that with your ammo. Jack that shit up to 250,000%. I don't care. Don't give a fuck. Anybody can request up now. If you voted for Harris, if you voted for Trump, if you voted for a third party, if you didn't vote at all, if you're from another country, at this time is when anyone can come up to say their piece. But there was a whole lot of people waiting in the comments. Waiting to come up. So if you do get up, when you do come up here, if you could please limit your comments to a couple of minutes, I'd really appreciate it. It's yeah, Troy, I saw that. Yeah, it was a really bad connection, but ban the ammo. I get it. I'm down. They can keep their pew-pews. They don't have any ammo for it. They can stick rocks in it if they want to. Amazed. You are not connecting, but you can re-request up. I'm gonna move on. I've got a lot of people waiting to come up, like a lot. I'm gonna try to go in order of the where I saw people come in. I'm trying. They can make ammo. That's okay. Texas supplies to make your own too. Hey, SZ, how are you?
I'm okay. Just kind of intaking all the news about what had transpired yesterday and slowly trying to make of it and trying to live the day the best I can.
I mean, we're all living the same nightmare.
Myself.
Yeah, we're all living the same nightmare, huh?
It's just, and then Dreamy, if you're still here, I hope you are, to state that you are saying children are my new problem, and the fact that it is the type of weapon that is used is a minute problem. I have 2 children. Even though I'm in law enforcement, I have what I felt. I keep thinking once a possibility is now a probability, and that's goddamn scary.
Yeah.
That to say it's a probability every day I'm at work is goddamn scary.
Yeah.
So for you to be young and say that, shame on you, because that shows the character and morale you have.
Well, SC, I mean, you are talking about the person that thought that 2A gave him the right to dress against the government.
It's crazy.
Nobody understands the history.
No.
And Val, you are a constitutionalist. You study the Constitution. No one understands history or actually wants to read a damn book. Let's just, and Val, what I'm reading, when Madison implemented the Bill of Rights and everything, or wrote the Bill of Rights, or the Constitution Convention transpired, was it during the Haitian Revolution?
Correct. That is correct.
And what was the fear in the founding fathers or the people during the bill, during the creation of the Bill of Rights, especially the 2A?
Right, the 2A. Well, I mean, I think it's important to understand why 2A was created. 2A was, and this is what I try to tell people. 1A was written to give us our basic rights, right? The freedom, the freedom against religion, the freedom against the press, and the right to regress the government, right? And protesting. 2A was the outcome if you didn't pay attention to 1A. It was the military, you know what I'm saying? It was about the military.
Yep. Like what will be the National Guard now? Yeah.
But can you also correlate the possibility of the fear of having and mind you, during the slave trade, the fear of your slaves revolting?
Right. That actually happened in the War of 1812.
Yes.
Okay. But you could correlate the two together in some way.
Keep in mind that the founding fathers did not foresee that, right? Okay? They did not. The founding fathers, when they created 2A, it was really created to act as the standing army, because we did not have a standing army. We had a navy, you know what I'm saying, but we did not have a standing army. Okay?
So the standing army was going to be the people, right? You know what I'm saying? The people that each state chose to, you know what I'm saying, to be their militia in each and every state. And then the federal government was to have the right to pull those militia members up if the United States was being attacked, right?
Correct.
Well, the War of 1812 found out that wasn't going to work, because when the War of 1812 happened and the U.S. government asked every state to send their militia to stop the attack that was coming from Canada, right, that we kind of started. But you know what I'm saying? But when that came in, the southern states said, no, we can't release our militia because we'd be taken over by our slaves.
To still correlate the fear of slaves revolting.
Exactly.
So, book, read your history, and Val, thank you so much, because I come to you and I listen to you, and Diava, I know I've been on, and I've listened to you and try to interact. There's just a lot of things going on, and it sucks because, especially being Illinois and working in the Chicagoland area, you have to deal with a certain melting group, and it's infuriating. It's
Yep.
And to everyone that listens, and if you're a migrant, if you're Spanish speaking, please talk to an immigration lawyer, talk to a lawyer, know your rights. You don't need to talk to these bastards.
Thank you, SC.
Bastards.
Thank you for coming up. You too. Thanks.
Yeah, and somebody wrote down in the comments they had the storm in a building. Let's get that clear too. No, most of these people that were militia members had their weapons, because the weapon of the day truly for the individual was a musket.
Right. Let's go back. Everyone can have a fucking musket. Go. Okay. Anyone else has to. Yeah. Anyone else can have. Yeah. You can all. Everybody can have a musket. There you go.
Yeah. Now the states did store that were provided by the federal government, things like cannons, and you know what I'm saying, and the armament for that. That was really it.
Hey, I just wanted to. I voted for Harris. I think you know that.
Yeah,
I just haven't been on TikTok in a while. But I just want to say, I live in Japan, and, pew-pew regulations, they work. They absolutely work. Because we have some of the strictest pew-pew regulations in the world. And, people are allowed to have, pew-pews, but only certain types, and then they have to jump through tons of hoops, and then they have to come back and they have to go through certain types of check-ins with the law enforcement here, and it absolutely works. And then only certain prefectures you can go and do pew wing in, and we have almost no violence at all. People literally fall asleep in malls or wherever. Little kids can actually walk to school. I'm talking 4 or 5 year olds walk to schools by themselves. My kids will get on a bus or train and go to Tokyo without any worries at all. I'm not saying that Japan is perfect, but just from living over here since 2019, it is a lot different. Watching from here, watching the States. So I just wanted to add, kind of my perspective, watching the United States from over here. And I just kind of wanted to add that.
Well, that sounds like utopia compared to what the fuck we're living with right here.
Yeah, I gotta say, I have a lot of friends that were either, I have a lot of friends actually that were either raised in Japan or some that had moved to Japan and have their families in Japan. I don't know why that's such a big thing in Texas, but I seem to have a big number of friends like this. But
yes,
but they've all had a wonderful experience, every one of them.
Oh yeah, and that's where actually were stationed before we came to Japan. We were stationed in Dallas, Texas, and during the first Trump administration, and then we got orders to Japan, and we were like, we're taking it. We're
Right?
out of here. You know? We were like, we're out. So we got here right before the
C-19?
pandemic
Yeah.
hit. Yeah, I didn't want to say it. So right before that hit, and then it was like everything went on, you know, the shutdown, and it was so weird. It was so surreal being over here and watching overseas. But yeah, it does feel like utopia sometimes, and it's just. But anyway, I wanted to add my perspective.
Well, I appreciate that. Thank you so much, Jen.
Absolutely, Diana. Love you guys.
Love you too. Thank you. And you know what, guys? We could have that too. We don't have to live like this. We don't have to live like this. Yeah, this isn't normal. Blair, did you vote for Harris or Trump?
Harris.
Okay.
I asked a question. Has anybody, I was watching Fox yesterday afternoon, and the guy, like when everybody was down in front when this had happened, and the one guy starts jumping up, raising his hands. Has anybody commented about that guy?
Okay, so we talked about it briefly a minute ago.
Oh, I stepped away.
Yeah, it's one of those things that I've seen videos on this, but I haven't seen anything on this from a reputable news organization or a law enforcement agency that has shown this type of video that claims it's real. With the input of AI, I really have kind of avoided that subject.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, because I was just watching. I was like, this don't make any sense.
Yeah, until I hear something more, I haven't wanted to make mention on it either. Because I have seen photos and stuff, but I don't know, you know, just because the guy that tipped his hat or whatever, he might have just been adjusting his cap. Like, we don't know if it meant anything. That's what I'm trying to say.
Right.
So.
Okay. That's all I had. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, no worries.
What y'all do.
Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Like, I've seen them, I've wondered, I've thought, and I've, you know, done a little bit more searching, but as you guys know, woo, I pride myself on, you know, trying to be as factual as possible on here. And, you know, not going into conspiracy theories and stuff like that and just having information. So I'm cautious to talk about that part. Lou Boy. I'm going to guess that was probably a tapping error.
Sounded hard at work.
He did. He did.
I was start singing the chain gang or something.
I know, that's what I was thinking. It's exactly working on the chain gang. Maureen?
Hi.
Hi.
I voted for Harris. I know you know that.
Yeah.
I just wanted to say that I was saying the same thing yesterday, that, you know, I don't support what happened.
No.
Charlie supported what happened to Charlie. He became the statistic that he promoted and approved of. This, you know, so they can't be getting down on people for not really caring that much about it. He would have approved of this, according to his own words, you know?
Exactly. Then they come and make it like we're bad people. But I'm like, we're not the ones who supported this.
He did. He
did.
said it. I posted that quote onto my Instagram story and I lost followers over it. I'm like, if you think that's bad, go check your boy. I'm not the one who said that. He said that. You know?
Yep.
I have done more to protect Charlie Kirk from his demise than he ever has for himself.
Mhm.
So, I don't want to hear it. And that's all I wanted to say.
Yeah, I'm going to give creators actually a little piece of advice from, on both sides of the aisle. It doesn't matter what side of the aisle you're on. I want people to understand that people that have posted comments, people that have come out and made the, rash claims on both sides that they have actually lost their jobs today. In the hundreds that we know of. Okay, so I want to make sure people understand. I would suggest on this subject, I'd suggest not posting videos on it if you like where you work.
Oh, right. I didn't post. All I did was post his quote. That's it. That's all I did. Posted his quote.
Yeah.
And Michael, no one is celebrating it.
No.
Nobody is out here celebrating. We don't want things like this to happen. Hence our stance on everything we talk about. all
Gun
the time.
control and yeah.
Right. We wanted to protect Charlie from that happening more than Charlie wanted to. That's it. None of us
Exactly.
want this to happen. We've been trying. We've been trying to prevent this for years and years and years and years and years and years. That's all I wanted to say, though. You can drop me now. Thank you.
Thank you. But then you got the right wing saying that it's like open hunting season for Democrats now. We're going to get our revenge and all of that stuff. And Democrats aren't saying that. We're not saying we're going after Republicans now. We don't even know who the shooter is. So how can they say it's Republican? I mean, it's Democrat crime and it's Democrats doing this. It's not. It's just ridiculous. Reverend, how are you?
I'm doing all right, Diva. How are you?
Good. I mean, we're all living through the same hellscape. So.
Oh, I know, right? Well, I mean, yeah, no, I will admit, I made a video yesterday that actually went viral for some reason. Normally, I average 500 views on my video. That one got over 70,000.
Oh my Lord.
Out of almost 1,000 comments, but 9,000 likes. It was absolutely amazing to me. And people thought I was celebrating it, where I was actually in my video just stating I don't care.
Right.
There's a difference. Apathy is different than celebration. And
I agree.
And the only reason I took that and another video down was because I was starting to get death threats.
I got one today on my live.
Yeah.
And I said, because two things can be true. What happened to him yesterday, we condemn the violence. We condemn all violence, all political violence. We could also say that we're not mourning his death because he was a terrible person. Two things can be true at the same time.
Exactly. These aren't mutually exclusive.
No. He was not a good person.
Ironically, and I had a bunch of conservatives in my comments saying, "Oh, we're going to find out where you work. You're going to lose your job. Yada yada yada." Where I actually was proactive, and I have two direct supervisors who they're the same title, do the same job. But I went to one of them and I was like, "Hey, I might have made a post on TikTok that people are threatening to come to you guys if they can find out where I work." And all of a sudden, my boss just goes, "Were you in any of our clothing when you did it?" And I said, "No." "Were you on our property when you did it?" I said, "No." And he goes, "And is there any representation of our company while you did it in your off time?" I said, "No." And he just goes, "Yeah, you're fine."
Yeah, don't worry about them.
And he goes, "Yeah, don't worry about it." And he even goes, "Hey, can you send me the video? I want to see how bad this really is." And I was just like, "Yeah." And I sent it, I saved a copy, sent it to him. And he just goes, "Really? People are threatening your job over this?"
Right.
Like, he was absolutely astonished.
Because apathy is not celebration.
Exactly, yeah, that's what he said too. It's like, but the one thing, but here's the biggest question I actually wanted to ask you guys, and because we've been through a lot these past few months, and I don't know, my memory gets foggy on details, but do y'all remember the right having this load of anger at the death or at the unalivings of the Democratic
Congress people
in Minnesota?
in Minnesota? Yeah, no.
Yeah.
No, they didn't fly flags at half staff. Apparently they're flying his body back on Air Force 2, which, what the fuck? But anyway, I mean, these were actually Congress people. I don't even believe that Trump made a tweet, made a sound, made a statement on them either, or on the children that were unalived in the school shooting yesterday on the same day.
Oh, I hadn't heard confirmation. Have some of the children, unfortunately, have they passed away?
I think only one, which I believe was the shooter.
Well, I mean, one is too many, but I actually had, last I heard, probably. Oh no, yeah, I don't think I don't.
So
yeah, that's why this whole situation is.
They're using him as a martyr.
Yeah, and I think that's another thing.
And to aggravate and to stir up people to violence.
Yeah, absolutely, and we have to try to really. I think that's why we really have to use the words of Mr. Kirk to be like, hey, no, this is what this man truly represented.
He advocated for this. Correct.
Yeah, he advocated for this to happen to him.
Real quick, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and drop down. So I'm going to do my short live real quick.
Okay.
Right.
Thanks, Val.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, Val. Yeah, no, I got to step out too because I got to get back to work here in a second. But still, yeah, no, I was sitting here like, where was this outrage in Minnesota?
There was none. There was none, nor for any of these children.
No.
Or even the last one, Minnesota, or was it Minnesota? Wisconsin? Where was the Catholic school?
That was Minnesota.
Okay, Minnesota. When the Catholic school one happened, was there any comment about the children that lost their lives that day? Were flags flown at half staff? No. So this is selective outrage.
Oh yeah, completely. And they don't like being called out on their BS at all. I mean, the hypocrisy is deafening.
Yep, it is. But as we know throughout, I mean, well, I don't know, you probably don't do this every day, but I do this every day, 7 days a week. And, excuse me. They have two things in common. MAGA are inherently and grotesquely selfish. All about me, and mine. And number two, they're world-class hypocrites.
I agree, Dark Angel. There was no outrage for Uvalde or Parkland or, I mean, hell, Sandy Hook. What did we get out of Sandy Hook? We got a sweaty white tea dick out of Texas, saying it was staged.
I was saying, you got Alex Jones calling it a false flag operation. Yeah. Well,
exactly, yeah. So it's like, yeah, that's what we have to deal with on our end. But the moment we just go, no, it shouldn't have happened. But kind of think the world's a better place without him.
That's it. So thanks, Rev.
Yeah, no, all right. There's my 5 cents for today.
Thanks. Get back to work.
Yeah, will do. Bye, dude.
All right, bye. Holy shit, there's so many people waiting to come up. I'm trying to get to everybody. Since there's so many people, if you could try to keep your comments to 2 to 3 minutes, I'd really appreciate it because there's so many people wanting to come up. I know everyone wants to say something. So if you could keep your comments to 2 to 3 minutes, I'd really appreciate it. Hey, Dark Angel, how are you?
Hey, sweetheart, how are you?
Good.
Like, I never liked Charlie Kirk. I didn't like what he stood for.
No, me either.
I didn't like his rhetoric. I barely listened to him. In fact, I never did.
Only on clips that I would see. Yeah, I only see him on clips. Yeah.
But at the same time, here's where my humanity kicks in. He didn't deserve that. His children don't deserve to be without a father.
Nope, they do not.
His wife doesn't deserve to be without a husband, a father. His family doesn't deserve to be without a brother, an uncle, a nephew, a grandson, a great-grandson. No.
Yep.
So my anger is this. The fact that he said we need more pew-pews at school pew-pews to maintain and preserve the Second Amendment, you can burn in hell with that rhetoric right now. Because the number one unaliver of children is hand pew-pews. Like you said, Diara, 2,600 children are unalived in this country in school pew-pews every single year. And we have a government that would rather support the NRA rather than come up with comprehensive gun reform for this country and for the safety of our children. Okay?
Hold on. Hold on one second. I'm just trying to get at the quote because this guy's saying he didn't say that. What he said was after a school unaliving, he said gun deaths unfortunately are worth it to keep the Second Amendment. Same thing. I'm just making sure because they're calling you a liar. So.
Like to all the MAGA parents in this chat right now, and I know you're in here because you're lurking in here. Where was your outrage when parents were finally allowed at the Parkman School to identify their children by the sneakers that they wore that day? Or how the police and the SWAT teams were just standing outside cracking jokes while there was a active pew-pewer in the school running around the hallways looking for victims. How about that? Where's your outrage for that? Where's your outrage for the parents that had to sleep in the hospital rooms of their children and wait for comprehensive surgeries? You MAGAs realize that those children haven't been the same since, and the government turns around and arms the teachers and the staff that were involved, that were caught up in that scary moment. That's what you consider?
Red Dawn, come up here. I sent you an invite, Red Dawn. Come up here.
That's what you call reform, is arming teachers to re-traumatize children that went through a traumatic event at a school?
I mean, what are we gonna? Right. This is not the Wild Wild West. We're not going to have teachers having shootouts with shooters in first grade classrooms.
Thank you. Teachers aren't trained for that. They're trained to be teachers.
You don't want another beat down today? Red Dawn, shut the fuck up. The reason why we say you don't care.
You have what we women call tiny D syndrome. Is that why your wife left you? Is that why there's an imprint on where your wedding band should be? Because she finally realized and came to her senses that you just weren't man enough for her anymore? Is that why she left you, sweetie? Princess Cupcake? Baby girl? Yeah? So now you're trying to assert your misogyny to assertive women? Well, come assert your little tiny D towards me, sweetheart. I'll make you my little girlfriend. Go ahead, honey. Come on, let's go. Come on. Bring your little big boy panties up here.
Right, they will.
Don't play with me. I'm from Massachusetts. Don't play with me, dude.
All right, Dark Angel. Thank you.
You're welcome, sweetheart. I just thought I'd put a little TDS man in his little place.
I muted him, so he can't. I muted him because he's not. I muted him because he's. Thanks, honey, for coming up. I muted him because he's not coming up. I invited him. He goes, "You don't want another beatdown today, okay?" Oh, I'm so scared. Yeah, whatever. So I muted him. So now the only voice he has is if he wants to come up and actually use his big boy voice. Thank you, America Together Democracy, for giving out roses to my guests too. Mitria, hello, my love.
Don't you, whatever.
Who, whatever do you?
I wanted to have first of all, I wanted to say two things. My first one is, I'm very disappointed. There's so much to be disappointed about in America these days anyway.
No shit.
9/11, y'all. 9/11 meant something for, I don't even know, like what? Like over 20 years to people.
24, yeah.
Today, I feel like I was the only creator on here that had a 9/11 background and even
Probably.
talked about it in their lives. And I feel like that was because of this stupid shit, you know?
Yep.
Like, I know 24, guys. I know it was 24 years ago. What I'm saying is it had meaning. People talked about it. We mourned it. You know, we had conversations surrounding it. And even though it was also the birth of a lot of racism towards the Middle East, it was a time that the majority of Americans got together and they built a bridge, you know, from left to right and whatever. And now we're busy out here trying to determine who unalived Charlie Kirk. And again, just to throw it out there, Mitria is going to lose exactly 0 weeks of sleep knowing that a transphobe, bigoted, racist, misogynist is no longer in this. I mean, it doesn't bother me. I'm sorry. Call it heartless. Call it lack of empathy. I know who I am. I don't give a shit. I do feel bad for the people connected to him and the trauma that the students are going to have to go through.
I feel sorry for his children. I feel sorry for his children won't have their dad. I mean, because they're children, they're babies. Literally, they're 1 and 3. I mean, they're really young. So I have empathy for his children. I don't have to care. Celebrate. I mean, having apathy about something is not celebrating it.
Right. I'm not celebrating his passing or the vulgarity of how it happened.
No.
I just don't give a fuck. And if I'm being honest, that's the strategy that we all need to take. Because if you think about it, that is a MAGA strategy also. Well, let's just start talking about something else and this will go away. Well, that's exactly what we need to do with this. So, it's your live, do you? I urge you tomorrow to talk about the files again.
Oh, no, that's exactly what I was just getting ready to say out of my mouth. Tomorrow, I'm going right back to the e-files. So it was just for, hey, I tried. You saw I had the e-files background up.
Yes, I did, yeah.
Because I knew no matter what I wanted to talk about, it was going to be about Charlie Kirk because it just happened.
I was going to go back to that, yeah, absolutely.
But I fully intended on going back to the e-files tomorrow.
Luckily, mine didn't go that way. But 100%, if we get back on the track, whether or not this was an intended distraction, become a distraction, don't let them move it forward as a distraction. Don't let the flags flying at half-staff bother you, because that's what they wanted to do. They want us to keep talking about the threats being made from the right about how we're waging war on them, yada, yada, yada. Go back to the files. I'm telling you, this will go away in a couple of days if we do that. Suddenly they'll forget about Charlie Kirk. But also, to people that may feel like you're losing a little bit of hope in this country, do yourselves a big favor and go read what is happening in Nepal right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because that is a country that is taking back
their country. Yep.
And if you need inspiration, go look that up. Go read about that. And if it's going to stun some of you, that is the Gen Z population that orchestrated that.
Yep. And we'll be going right back to one day.
Right. I talked about that on my show earlier. What's going on there? Y'all, there were protests. There's similarities and parallels between what's going on there and what's going on here. They've already been through the action at this point. I will tell you there was violence because the government didn't want to give up power, kind of a thing.
They burnt the Parliament building.
I'm sorry, say what?
They burnt down the Parliament building.
Yes, they did, and their Supreme Court.
Why are you saying that I can't wait to see y'all's face when you see what's coming? The shooter wasn't Democrat that we know of. We have no idea what the shooter was doing. Why are you saying this is on the Democrats and we're going to be surprised about what we have come to understand? We have done nothing.
I just want to let people
We have done nothing.
I love your little idle threats there, Blondie, with the face tune.
Our party is not celebrating it. Not a single fucking one. Every single Democrat in Congress, every single past Democrat president, everybody here on this app are all saying we do not condone gun violence. We don't condone what happened. No one is celebrating anything because we don't care that it happened. Because we're not mourning. Hold on. Because we're not mourning it is different than celebrating it. 8647, yes, that was to remove him from office. I didn't say to unalive him. You guys are absolutely extremists. That's where your mind goes. That's where your mind goes. That is not where Democrats' minds go. 8647 is nothing other than to get him out of office. Remove him. Impeach him. We are not threatening anyone. We didn't do anything.
The only thing I'll say, and then I can drop down, the South lost once, so go ahead and try it, honey boo boo. Also, I watched Day of Rage 1,000 times to study the MAGA movement, and the second Ashley Babbitt on the floor, unalived, the maggots behind her that were so tough, and the alpha males pissed their pants. So if you think if you're about that life, girl, come be about that life. Anyway, I love you all. I'm gonna go eat dinner and work on schoolwork. Have a great rest of your night.
Thanks,
great
honey.
show today, and I'll see y'all tomorrow.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Hey, what's going on?
Hey, Stick.
I dropped earlier because I didn't even know I was in here, but I'm here now, and I would just like to give everybody an understanding of the difference between sympathy and empathy, and the difference in what Charlie Kirk was trying to tell you. So what he was trying to tell you, and it's not positive at all, is I can give you thoughts and prayers. That's sympathy. When it comes down to empathy, not only am I giving you thoughts and prayers, but I'm looking for an answer to help you out.
Right, because you can put yourself in their place, and you can feel,
Yeah, in your dilemma. So when he told you that it was some type of made up new age thing, what he was actually trying to tell you is, I don't want to do anything about what's going on. I don't care. It's not affecting me at this point. I'm not going to do anything about it. I'm sorry that kids are getting hurt and blah, 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 blah. But other than that, yeah, that's all I can give you. So you can't be mad at the millions of people that actually knew who he was and what he stood for. You can't be mad at these people for only having the same
thoughts and prayers. That's all you get. Yep.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. And most of them are for his children. And that's all I came back up to say, Dr. Thank you for letting me back up.
Thank you so much, Stick. I appreciate it. But you're exactly right. Thank you. The narrator, just so you know, you have. Oh, there's a wicked echo. Devo, if you have Bluetooth in, go ahead, turn that off for me. And then you can unmute. But the narrator, no, you said they were trying to squelch his free speech. How do you know? We don't have a shooter. We don't know their motive. We don't know anything. So how do you say he was taken out because of free speech? You don't know that. We don't know that. We don't have a motive. Now, if the shooter comes out and says he was trying to squelch his free speech, then you can say that.
Sorry about that.
That's okay.
So I came up because I'm currently sitting in a parking lot waiting to go into a concert, and what even before that happened yesterday, what's really sad is out of everything you could think about going to a concert, like who you're gonna see, how excited you are. I have had in the back of my head, and it's an outdoor venue too, like an outdoor amphitheater.
Oh God.
And I've just had in my head like, what if
Yeah, I know.
somebody, and I'm just like, that is so sad that you have to think that way. You know what I mean?
It's horrible. Yes, we shouldn't have to live that way. It doesn't have to be this way. This is a choice. This is a policy choice from the Republicans that we have to live this way.
And yeah, my boyfriend, he's a manager at the local Lowe's, and I worry about him going to work. My ex-husband worked at a Canadian border. He was, armed inside, all of that. And I'm like, it's sad when I worry more about my boyfriend that works at Lowe's than my ex-husband that works at an international border. You know what I mean? So
Exactly.
I don't know. It's just been in the back of my head going to this concert, and I hate it. So, anyways, that's it.
Who are you seeing?
Alkaline Trio and Blink-182.
Okay. I haven't heard of the first one, but obviously I know the second one.
They're two of my favorite bands ever. So
Nice. Well, I hope you have a great
that's fun.
time. I hope you have a great
All right, I'll let
time.
somebody else know. I know you have people waiting.
I have a ton. Thank you so much.
Thanks. Bye.
P. Hegseth Liver said he saw them on Tuesday. That's cool. Libra. Hi, who'd you vote for?
Hey.
I'm guessing that was a tapping error. U.S. Naval Academy. Hey, rock and roll, how are you? None of this happened under Biden. Go figure. Oh, U.S. Naval Academy on lockdown after threats reported.
So tired of this place.
No, I want off this ride. How are you, Boxer Mom, other than living the nightmare the rest of us are living?
Same. Just, yeah. And it's the same rap that I just wish it would all stop. There's no place for it in our country or any country, really. But it does it bothers me that all they're talking about is them when we've had many children. Where's the outrage for that? You know?
I know. I said I know.
Yeah. So, this one's called The Silence Between the Sirens.
Okay.
And Deanna, as always, thank you for letting me come up.
Of course.
There is a silence between the sirens, the kind you only notice when the classroom drills end. In little hands unclenched from desk, they've turned into shields. Children practicing unaliving as casually as spelling words. They don't dream about prom. They dream about whether the closet door will lock fast enough. Tell me, how comfortable would you be if your childhood was timed by just to stitch one child back together. But you treat them like villains, mock their science, doubt their truth, as if a YouTube rabbit hole knows more about a heart than the hands who held it beating. Tell me, when your chest splits open, will you call your mechanic to put the pieces back, or will you crawl back to the same doctor you cursed, begging them to save you from your own ignorance? Still, they will, because mercy does not keep score, because compassion is not as petty as politics. But how long until they lead too? Until the ones who heal decide this nation loves its pew-pews more than it loves its children. Love its arrogance more than it loves truth. And what then? A country with no doctors, no safe classrooms, no trust, no future, just a silence between the sirens, stretching longer and longer and longer until it swallows us whole. Thank you.
Man, that was good, girl. They always are. But that was great. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I think I'm gonna just do like a black screen and get it read, you know?
Yeah.
That way I can get them out.
Too. That was beautiful. Thank you.
Yeah, well, again, Diava, thank you for giving me a platform to come up here and do this. So
Always.
all credit goes to you, Diava.
Huh?
I said all the credit goes to you, Diava.
Oh no, you're the one who writes them, not me. I just give you a platform to do it every day, and I love it.
Well, I appreciate it, and you and Val allow me to do that, and I truly appreciate it. And I hope maybe it resonates with someone, possibly.
It definitely does.
Enough is enough, you know.
I agree.
So, and
Thank
that
you.
was awful. Nobody deserves that,
No,
but our children are living that daily.
that's right. Great reminder.
And did they lower the flag at half staff for the Democrats that were unaligned? Did anybody on that side of the aisle show up?
Nope. Nope, not for the children either.
No. So I know my parents. You stand up and do what's right, and you go. You know.
Yep. Well, thanks, Boxer Mom.
Anyway, thank you, Diava, and thank you, everybody, for the gifts and things. But we'll keep on keeping on, Diava.
You got it.
Hoping you're doing okay and your family's okay.
We're doing okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, bye. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I thought you were done. I didn't know you were going to say something else. I'm sorry. Cindy?
I love you.
Cindy?
I'm sorry I didn't mean to come up.
That's okay. That's okay. Liberals are losers. Oh, God. Oh, get me right out of here. Okay, good. Liberals are losers. I'm assuming you voted for Trump.
I actually did not. Well, I did in 2016, but he's too much of a dirtbag to vote for. So no, not in the last two elections.
Oh, okay. So what did you want to come up and say?
The whole pew thing, I still have mixed feelings on this. On your background, are you saying like take away all weapons, or just let's get stricter on the regulations?
Oh no, I was just saying because people were saying that I was quoting, or another guest was on here and said that Charlie Kirk said that unfortunately gun deaths are worth it to keep the Second Amendment, and he said she was lying. So I put this up here just to show that is indeed what he said back in 2023.
Yeah, and I actually just read that whole thing. I was curious. I've been hearing that, and I sort of read the whole context. I guess he's saying in order to protect yourself from the government, that's why the Second Amendment is important, which I don't own pew-pews. I don't like pew-pews, but I've never felt we need to take them all away. It's a hard topic. I was just curious what your thoughts were.
Yeah, no, I believe in comprehensive and federal gun reform. I want background checks, red flag laws, and safe storage in all 50 states. The problem is we have 50 states with different rules.
Hodgepodge. Yeah.
So-
You and I agree. I'm on the other side of the aisle, but you and I agree.
Yeah,
Parents, we care about kids' safety. Okay.
Yeah, and me personally, I think that they should have to insure their weapons like we have to insure our cars. So if someone is harmed or unalived by the use of their weapon, their insurance policy will pay the family out.
I love that idea. I think that is a fantastic idea. And okay.
And just so you know, in all 53 of my years on this earth, I've never heard a single Democrat ever say they want to take all guns away. Because most Democrats I know have weapons as well. We just want comprehensive reform.
It seems like about 75% of our country wants that, and the lobbyists keep winning. I don't understand.
Because the Republican Party is beholden by the NRA. They're one of their biggest lobbyists.
Yeah. Okay.
It comes
I'm
down to
I
money.
can to change my party's views. I'm going to do my part. So.
All right.
Okay. We agree. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah, no worries. Thanks. That's shocking. That was shocking. But that's probably because he was a real Republican, not a MAGA Republican. MAGA Republicans are too extreme. Too extreme. Too fascist-like. That's correct. Yeah, that's what I thought. It's got to be that there's a regular Reagan Republican where we can disagree on big government, small government, that kind of thing. But and that's exactly why I said that, Clarence Thomas. The fastest change will come from insurance companies if they have to pay out. And they have to keep on paying out. And they will insist that Congress just cut down on gun violence because they're going to get sick of paying premiums. That's the one thing they hate the most is paying them premiums out. Not premiums, paying those claims. Paying those claims out. We'll see gun reform happen in this country faster than you ever could shake your head. That's why I said insure every single one. That way the parents don't have to go into financial ruin just to bury their loved ones that someone else used their weapon to unalive. Have to be careful what you ask for. No, insuring weapons like a car. Okay. I'm asking for it. That's what I'm advocating for. That's what I want. $150% tax on all ammo. Agree. You did it to cigarettes because you wanted people to stop buying them. Terry, hi. Terry? I'm guessing that was a tapping error.
It's me again.
Yeah.
I was just someone was talking about making what's real expensive.
Yeah.
I love the insurance idea.
I love the
It makes
insurance
people
idea.
more responsible.
Yep.
But the bullet problem is, look, you take a poor guy in a poor neighborhood just trying to defend his family. I want him to be able to buy a bullet, I guess, is the way I look at it. But I love the insurance idea.
I love the insurance idea too because trust me, you know, life insurance companies or insurance companies in general do not like paying out claims.
Insurance companies are more powerful than GPU lobbyists.
Yes.
So yes.
So once
will
they,
always win.
yes, and they have deeper pockets. So guess what? make them insure all their weapons, and when they have to start paying out premiums, the insurance lobby will lobby harder than the NRA, and they will win.
And it'll just make people think twice about, oh wait, do I want to let my kid go hunting with this pew-pew, or do I?
Correct.
It'll just make them think twice. So yeah, I've never heard that idea. I don't know if you came up with it or someone else. It's brilliant.
I've been saying it for a long time. I haven't said it for a while, but I've thought that way for a long time. That if we have to insure our cars in case we damage someone else's bodily harm or their vehicle, their property, or whatever, so that way they get compensated. I'm like, well, why couldn't weapons have the same? So I thought about that a long time ago. I just didn't talk about it as very much, but I've been talking about it a lot lately. So hopefully it'll catch on. Hopefully it'll catch on.
Premium. Would you make it a progressive premium? Because look, the reality is someone who's got money can pay for the insurance no problem, but someone who's bad, lives in a bad neighborhood, poor, they're gonna have a hard time paying that premium. And then I can see how people would say that's unfair. I can see that also. Although I love the idea.
Well, they have. Well, if you have enough money to have a weapon, then you should be able to insure it. Otherwise, don't buy a weapon.
Yeah, that's true. So I agree. Okay, I'll drop down. Thank you.
All right, y'all. It's 7:00. I gotta go feed them damn kids. So I will see you guys tomorrow. I'll be back from 4 to 7 p.m. Eastern. I do go live every single day, 7 days a week. If you're just seeing me for the first time, make sure you give me a follow. I hope everybody's already done their daily heart me. If not, take a moment to do that. That just helps with the, hey, Tilda. I've got a lot of haters over here on YouTube, and their comments are hilarious, guys. But nobody's making you live in that shithole hoarder-stained studio apartment. I'm in my garage. They're like, a studio apartment. This is a house, and I'm out in the garage. There's a fully air-conditioned and heated garage because it used to be an office. Oh, the assumptions they make. Anyway, thank you guys for being here. Thank you for the likes, the loves, the cash apps, the Venmos, but just thank you for being here and supporting my live. And I couldn't do this every day without you, so thank you so much. I appreciate you, and have a good night. Bye, everybody. Stay safe. All right, YouTube and all you haters, I'll see you tomorrow at 4 p.m. Bye.